Pegasus World Cup.
Oh, it is so awesome to be back here in Fort Lauderdale at Gulfstream Park for the Pegasus World Cup. And there's music playing behind us. Just soon you're going to see some horses behind us. And I got to say, in all the years at Pegasus World Cup, this is already the best Pegasus World Cup. We're going to bet. We're going to drink. You're going to show us the scene. All of that in the next couple of hours here at the Pegasus World Cup. I'm Dan Tordjman with America's Best Racing. I'm here with Rachel Miller, of course.
What's good?
Scene setter, and Danielle Moinet. Danielle, how you doing?
I thought you were going to say it's the best World Cup that you've had the Pegasus because you're sitting in between two beautiful women.
That too.
So with the great hats, he's already hit my hat off 3 times. So we're already going to be wrestling soon, but it's hot. It's humid, and it may or may not rain.
Well, I think if it rains, it'll be fun to watch us panic.
At least it's not the Derby, like Kentucky Derby last year, and we're freezing.
Yeah, no, Danielle, I have to say, every race that you have attended with us, there has been weather that is out of the norm of some sort. At Kentucky Derby, it was freezing cold. Yeah. At Preakness, it was crazy hot. We literally have a clip of you just saying, I am melting at the Preakness stage.
My sister had to go home early because she was so overheated. It was so hot.
It's a real thing. Yeah, and then today, it's not cold. It's just a little humid, but nothing can bring the energy or the vibe down. This is my first ever time at Gulfstream Park.
Oh,
and the Pegasus.
First time at Gulfstream too.
What a way to send it off. Yeah, no, I'm taking everything in for the first time. Yeah. And can I just say, I'm overwhelmed in the best way possible. I've been with ABR. We're coming up on my 1-year anniversary. How cute is that?
Very cute.
On the 31st. So what better way to celebrate my anniversary? I can't wait to see what gift you get me.
We're going to toast you right now.
Wait, that means Dan owes me 3 gifts.
Yeah, all right. Now we're getting into dangerous territory.
And have you been to the Carousel Club yet, Dan?
I just popped in for a second. I've been running around.
There are so many celebrities, influencers, athletes over there. And I will tell you, it is the first year it's been open bar in the Carousel Club. We heard that.
Danger.
It is very dangerous. There are some people that need to go home. But it's good for betting. It's good for the money line. So drink.
Let's take a look around the track. These are some of the scenes from today at the Pegasus World Cup 2023. Some overhead shots here of Gulfstream Park.
Gorgeous.
In Hollandale Beach. So we've had some
fashion. Lots of hats, which sometimes it's hit or miss. Going to Saratoga, people are a little more casual. And I will say, Pegasus, it seems like anything goes. It's a very young crowd or very old crowd here. There's really no in between. Lots of money.
What are we? Are we very young or very old?
We're in between. So that's why I don't know where I fit in. Pegasus, or over the Carousel Club, it was very college, early 20s. Uh-huh. And then I was in the 10 Palms Lounge, and that was a little older, rich, old money, which, I don't fit in there, but I acted like I did. It's a beautiful race course. Beautiful.
You fit anywhere you show up. Yeah. And already, because I this is why you're here.
So if you couldn't tell, I selfishly started to pour myself up a glass of the Whispering Angel. However,
Dan,
I'll leave it to Dan to pour up everybody else's, because knowing me, it goes right across the laptop, and then the show is over prematurely.
I don't know.
Whispering Angel.
Can we see me at home? What do we do with this hat? This is the biggest hat. This is, of course, Cam Hats, the official milliner of the Kentucky Derby. Is that who did y'all's hats? All of
Cam
our hats
for me as well. And I ran into Danielle when she was first picking out this hat this morning.
Massive.
And all I had then were mediocre pair of sunglasses perched atop my head. And now I have leveled up. I'm brand new, but your hat hit the top of my sunglasses.
Yeah, it's good. I have to,
and it's the volume.
Have the broadcast
the only problem with these hats is that it makes me look even shorter than I am. So I'm not down with any of this.
Well, you're not as tall as us.
All right. Well, look, let's do a quick toast here. And for those watching at home, we encourage you to, indulge if you'd like. We're going to be betting. As I said, we're going to be drinking. This compliments of Whispering Angel here, the rosé. Cheers. Happy Pegasus.
Cheers.
2023.
Pegasus World Cup.
All right. Ooh, that's nice.
The best.
You were just over.
Get a little white trashy and put a little ice cube in there. I might throw a little
grab
cube
it with my
in
hand
there.
and actually put it in your thing.
I'm from North Carolina. Give me a little something. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
There you go.
Flawless.
So there is some class here. You saw some celebs rolling in a few minutes ago. Who's here?
Yes. So I am coming into you guys fresh from prowling the red carpet, blue carpet, with my iPhone. So I was nestled between a bunch of professional photographers that cover these events all the time, and I was holding it down. So keep your eyes peeled for some video content coming.
Really crowded over there.
It was, I saw Kygo come in and the whole OneRepublic crew. That was the last group that I saw enter the blue carpet. They're fabulous. They're so excited. Both of their picks were Cyberknife in the Pegasus.
Right. So they gave picks.
So you have the fan favorite performers picking the fan favorite in the race. I've heard that Joe Jonas is coming.
Oh.
Danielle gave the tea that Alex Earl, who is the TikToker extraordinaire, is here.
Yes.
And additionally, I think Rick Ross is coming. Venus Williams is here.
Wow.
So this hands down, I know the Kentucky Derby is star-studded, but the Pegasus, they bring it out. And people that are in Miami, it's a big celebrity crowd.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big party crowd, too. You know,
and
it's Miami.
I will say, for those tuning in, wanting to gamble, want to see the races, we're going to show you all that stuff. We've got 3 big races coming up. We've got the Pegasus Filly and Mare Turf. That's a $500,000 race. That's about 20 minutes away. After that, we've got the Pegasus World Cup Turf, and that's $1 million race. And then we close it out with the Pegasus World Cup Invitational presented by Baccarat, and that's $1 million race, which will be our showcase race at 540. We're going to show you the Filly and Mare Turf. For the other 2 races that we mentioned, you could catch those on NBC and Peacock, but of course, pull those up alongside us because we'll have live coverage throughout. And one of the things that, I think is pretty fascinating about a week like this, there's the fashion, there's the race day action, there's the excitement. But for somebody like you've been working with us for years, and you've been at all the big races. You hadn't been up close to some of the horses in the barn until this weekend.
Yesterday. I flew in a day early. We went to the barn. We went to Safi Joseph Jr.'s barn, which, how has he been doing today?
So no win so far, but we're going to show you. So this is a horse that you met yesterday right here named Masterpiece.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, Masterpiece was gorgeous. Like, here's the deal. I don't know if it was my detergent or what it was, but everyone had a little nibble at my sleeves, which really actually made me quite nervous. Like, I think they really sensed fear on me, which is interesting because I've, triple suplex girls off the top rope, and I've had multiple injuries, but the little nibble at me was enough to just make me pull back. They are just so incredibly strong, all muscle creatures that when those eyes, I've been around horses, but when the racehorse's eyes looked in my eyes yesterday, it just blows me away that these 115-pound jockeys control them so much.
Yep.
And I think that's really what I grasped yesterday. It is absolutely incredible what these jockeys do in and out. I think it's something that the mainstream public doesn't celebrate enough, especially at the ESPYs and all of these mainstream award shows. And I am very, very humbled by my experience in the barn. But it was great. And actually, the goats were feistier than the horses. One goat was really mean.
What's up with that? These barn animals. There are goats there. What's up with that?
I love it. I feel like barn animals really bring the character and the vibe to a barn. And goats, I don't know if the type of goats we were seeing were pygmy or the larger scale.
Yeah, so they said that they put the goats by the really, I guess the horses that were aggressive, because the goat's energy calms them, which is very, very interesting. One goat was really cute. His name was Brownie, and he did like a trick. But the other goat, he, like, the guy that was showing us around was like, please don't go near the goat. I was like, oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, they might take your knees out, headbutt you. There's no telling. Goats are feisty. However, they do make great companions for horses that are a little bit
cheese
anxious.
And milk.
Yes.
Yes.
All the above. For those that are, lactose impaired a little bit. Still get love too. Cheers.
Look at
that.
Are you? I'm allergic to dairy.
No, I should avoid it, but we're not. That's a different story for a different show. Yes. Dr. Oz or something.
You're going to be put on the spot here. Yeah, look at all these.
Teresa.
Look at all these comments. How about this?
Oh, it's always summer with me. Hi, TP.
Even though you bring the rain, apparently.
Yes.
All the
Who's
time.
watching the Royal Rumble tonight? If you are on the live stream, maybe we should not plug that. But
no, we can. Yeah. Who do you like?
My best friend is in her first Rumble tonight, Emma. She's going to be competing. I think there'll be multiple surprises. I think Stone Cold Steve Austin could come back. The Rock was supposed to come back, and now he has canceled WrestleMania, but I think they're just like tricking us. So the Rumble's my favorite pay-per-view. You never know what's going to happen. So luckily that does not interfere with the Pegasus World Cup. So we're going to have the Pegasus first, and then I'm going to go see Kygo. Then I'm going to live stream my best friends at the Rumble. So it is an evening of entertainment.
Oh, how about this? Watching from Cumbria in England. Great to see Summer Rae at the Pegasus World Cup.
I don't know where Cumbria is, but I've wrestled all through England. That's very interesting.
That's awesome. So
big wrestling.
I love it. It
Brits.
is late over there too. So
That's
shout out to you. Yeah. You're a real one. You're a true fan. Showing up and showing out at late at night. Great. We love it.
We're gonna do some gambling late at night. I'll tell you that probably. Yeah.
I mean, I wish we could bet on the winner of the Pegasus World Cup in a parlay, some sort of combination with Royal Rumble. That would be sick.
Gosh. Well, so Dan and I.
Wait, who would you bet on? I know, like, obviously. I know
for the men or the women? For the men, I would. Well, it's interesting. I actually am more concerned with the main event, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens, because there's this really great storyline. But I don't know. I would probably put some money on Stone Cold. But I think if those guys come back, they don't necessarily win. I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah.
But I will say, you guys have come to the right place, because Dan and I are hot at this track. Dan and I, 2 years ago, won $3,600 at Gulfstream, and we got a pick six. It was my first race ever. We got a pick six. Who gets a pick? So for everyone watching at home, you guess the winners for 6 races.
You don't guess. You, with all of your skill, select the winners.
Yeah, you bet. You
tap into the third eye. You go clairvoyant. Yes. You see the other side. That's the only way to get a pick six. That's insane.
And it was a really high pool. I think we only put $300 down and won $3,600. And I'll tell you what, I haven't won $36 since.
Well, that's going to change today.
Yes.
Rachel, I know you're about to head out and give us another view from the Carousel Club. We're going to let you do that. But before I do, I want to set up what really is one of the biggest races of the year on the calendar. Obviously, the biggest race in the winter. That's the Pegasus World Cup Invitational. It's our featured race at 5:40 p.m. Eastern. The favorite in the race is a horse named Cyberknife. And interestingly, unlike a lot of other horses who you might come into a race after winning a bunch of races, this is a horse who hasn't won in a while. But we want to show you what happened the last time he actually raced at the Breeders' Cup.
And the 3 of them will turn for home together, and they're into the stretch. It's Cody's Wish and Cyberknife. Slow down Andy in between horses, down to the final 16. Cyberknife on the inside, Cody's Wish on the outside. Down the center of Slow Down Andy. They're coming down to the finish. Here's the wire. Oh, the Wish.
All right, so that was Cyberknife. No other horses in the Pegasus World Cup are coming out of the Breeders' Cup, and certainly not in that kind of, finishing second, just missing in a spot like that. Now, you might have noticed Rachel Miller changed.
Sorry, guys.
Rachel Miller is now Mike Somich, who, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, Danielle, fresh off winning $72,000 last week in a tournament.
Wow, that beats us.
Good weekend.
We want to win some money today, and Mike's in a tournament right now.
Yeah.
Mike, a lot of pressure
or rob
on you.
him.
Let me see what you got here. Yeah.
Either way.
You can travel with that money.
Other pocket.
Yeah.
So, Mike, Cyberknife, yay or nay?
Man, I'm not so sure Cyberknife is that good. I've been making the case all week that, look, you got a win in the Haskell where you barely were able to beat Taba. Really should have won at the Breeders' Cup. Not able to get the job done there at a mile. You look at that Parks Derby, absolutely got pounded by Taba, and now I have to take him as a favorite in this spot. To me, there's 3 or 4 horses that offer a much better value than Cyberknife. If he wins, I'm willing to lose.
Yep. Yeah, look, and it's one of those races where the past several years, the horses who won this race have all been favorites. It's been the horses who have been the elite horses coming out of the Breeders' Cup, and you knew we're going to take that big step forward in that year, in that particular year, or they were finishing off a campaign, and it was clear cut. This is the first year it's not clear cut, so this is a good year to bet long shots.
Yeah. I think it's I think Cyberknife's getting a lot of hype too. I'm not really sure why, especially at this race course. Like yesterday we were with White Barrow, and just at Gulfstream alone, he's hot. 4 for 4, right?
Yep, that's exactly
And so I think it's really important to look at the track, look at the course that they're on. It's a stacked race. I also love Defunded. What are your thoughts on Defunded?
You've been in my brain, Danielle. I mean, this isn't even. I picked White Barrow on top today. Spoiler alert: I went that direction at 10-1. I think Defunded has a great shot to take this field gate to wire.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of speed. But Defunded is clearly the speed of the speed, and Baffert did not send this horse out to Gulfstream to lose. He wants this horse to run well, wants the horse to get to the front, gets Irad Ortiz up in the reins. You should expect Defunded to go straight to the lead, and we'll see if anyone can catch him here going a mile and an eighth.
A Baffert-Irad combo, you would be silly to not throw something on that, in my opinion.
Well, there's good news here, and that is we have an opportunity to make money before any of this happens, and it's right now in 5 minutes. It's the Filly and Mare Turf here at the Pegasus World Cup. We have live streaming footage that we're going to show you right
Junior
now.
Alvarado.
Some of the runners on the track. Yeah, leaning in right now and knocking over the rosé would be spectacular. So yeah, this is a good time to reload. And look, we're going to throw it back to you, Mike. Set up this race for us. We see the favorite here is the 3-horse. And the 3-horse is Wakanaka, a horse that we both like, I think.
Yeah, I'm surprised Wakanaka is sitting on the board at 3-1 right now. I really expected the 9, Shantasara, to be your favorite in this spot. It's Chad Brown, Irad Ortiz getting aboard here over the turf. Not an ideal draw from that 9 post. Probably going to be hung 2 or 3 wide around both turns, but have to be the best horse to win. You mentioned I'm in the tournament here. I've got $2,200 to win on Wakanaka, so I'm all in on the 3 here, trying to get things moving, trying to move up the leaderboard. I do like this spot for Wakanaka. If you want a crazy price, don't throw out Artie's Princess, the 1 horse on the inside. 24-1. Speed has been phenomenal at this Gulfstream Park turf course. If we're able to get the job done, get out to the lead, be able to open up a couple lengths early, at 24-1, Artie's Princess could try and take this field gate to wire. So I do think that's a live long shot you want to include underneath. But for me, I'll put Wakanaka on top.
Yeah, and Artie's Princess definitely has a speed. I just hate the position, so...
Yep. Look, this is a race. It's fun. You could also do, you talked about the pick 6 a minute ago, or the pick 5. You could bet a pick 3 here. If you were structuring a pick 3, what would you do? Would you only use Wakanaka? Would you use the 2 horses? What would you do?
But I threw out some pick 4s in the last race. Lucky enough to have endorsed, so I'm still kicking there.
Okay.
I went too deep here. I went with the 2 favorites. I thought that Wakanaka and Shantasara were the 2 most likely winners in this spot. I really like the 6 horse in the next race. Lady Spike Spirit, she's taken on the boys. She ran huge at the Breeders' Cup. The pace should set up extremely well for her. Should be able to stalk right behind the leaders, make a big move. You're getting 6-1 on the morning line. So you're getting the right price with Lady Spike Spirit as well. And then I went with White Abario and Defunded there in the Pegasus.
Wow,
so hopefully we can close it out with those 2.
Yeah, I wasn't sure who I was going to go with White Abario. So I think, Defunded is great. What are the lines for Queen Goddess for this next race? This morning it was 9-2.
Let's see what Queen Goddess is at right now. We're looking at 5-1 right now on Queen Goddess.
Bad, right?
Yep. All right.
Saez.
We're getting word. We're getting word that Rachel has made it to the carousel.
Oh, I thought someone scratched. I was like, another horse scratched.
No,
this is breaking news here.
This is exciting here. All right, let's see. Rachel, do you hear us?
Hi. So if you guys can see me, I'm over in the Carousel Club. Emphasis on the club and Carousel Club, you guys. I can't emphasize how much this space feels like you're in a Miami Beach club, except where you would expect the beach and the ocean to be, it's a horse track. So in the background is the same carousel. Any influencer who knows anything about influencing, and this goes for you too, Danielle, I know, it's taking a picture in front of the carousel today. It is a necessity if you come out here. It's vintage 1920s, and they just happened to unearth it.
Yeah, Rachel, sorry. Of course, now we got the delay. It's going to be crazy. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're all good. I see it's 1 minute to post. So I don't want my sphere to take up the race that's about to go off.
No, we got time. There's a minute to pose. I know some of our friends there, and they've brought us some cigars. Davidoff cigars. Are you heading there? You're gonna hang with them for a minute?
Oh, we're making our way over to the cigars. Now, I am in no way a cigar aficionado. However, I've been told there are certain attributes to this cigar that it's extra good, extra smokable. I don't know what terms to assign to this cigar. Bottom line is, apparently it's great. And here we are at the Davidoff cigar area. Now, as you can see, they have a wide variety of things. They're not hand rolling any cigars here. However, they are cutting and lighting them for everyone. So if I can give you guys a sensory experience as to what it's like in the Carousel Club, it smells like cigars, like rich cigars, good cigars, not cheap cigars. Okay,
It's
humid. There is a pulsing club beat in the background that is something DJ Pauly D would fist bump to all night, okay? And across the board, everyone here is lit on a level. Can I tell you, it is some of the best people watching that I have ever seen. And it's unlike anything I've ever seen. I know the first time that I ever went live with ABR, it was at the infield at the Kentucky Derby, which, you know, that was an experience in and of itself. However, this is a whole new level, a whole new tier of
the Derby was baptism by fire, right? So now this is kind of, this is easy.
Yes, you guys just really wanted to spring that on me.
wait, turn around real quick. Danielle spotted some guys behind you.
Not the guy directly behind you. I'm just kidding. That's someone's
eligible
guys,
bachelors, eligible suitors. We have been talking about trying to develop.
I'll just scream out next time I see someone hot.
Yeah, tell me. Be like, he's on your left, he's on your right, and I'll try and get
she
in
said
there.
Just give her a heads up, and she'll help us out.
Yes,
Rachel, we still got a little bit of time. We got a little bit of time. Sorry for the delay on this, and we keep talking over each other, so I apologize to the viewers. Why the hell do they keep talking over each other? I promise we have more chemistry than this usually, but now it's like, shit. Oh, God, I shouldn't have cursed either. But anyway.
To the cigars?
Yeah, well, so she's by the cigars.
Yeah, but we got to wait till after.
And you're not going to smoke one, Rachel, are you?
You know, I know for a fact that my mother, my grandfather, my aunts, uncles, everyone is probably on this live stream. Do I think this is the best time to take up that habit? Our videographer with me is saying yes. However, I don't know that I want to cough up a lung in front of everybody live. But if that's what it
fair enough.
takes,
Fair enough.
mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, fair enough. No need to smoke a cigar. You're good. We're going to smoke a cigar here shortly. I've got the lighter here, so we're going to light it up in a second. Hopefully, we're going to light it up when Mike hits his $2,200 bet on Wakanaka.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Mike, what a flex.
Yeah.
What a flex.
What a flex, you said. Real quick, do you want to go to the Davidoff guys and just ask them if they have a pick in the Pegasus World Cup?
All right. Davidoff team. We're on a live stream right now. You're on camera. You're on TV. Do you have a pet in the Pegasus World Cup? Is there a specific horse that you are rooting home? Cyberknife? Cyberknife's a favorite. They're here for the cigars. They're not so much, putting money on the horses, but they're making sure that everyone has a cigar in their mouth, puffing up, feeling like a winner, as if they're Mike, as if they just won $2,200, even if they are negative that amount in their bank account. It's a whole process. But as you can see, people are moving and grooving. I have a feeling that once it gets dark out and after the races are over today, a whole different world of nightlife is going to turn up here in the Carousel Club.
All right, Rachel, we're gonna kick to the Philly and Mare turf. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Sweet Enough has the lead from a headstrong Artie's Princess. Dalika's between horses, angled to the clear by Brian Hernandez Jr. to race a length in front of Queen Goddess, who's now fourth. These top four are going quickly. They have 5 on Lady Rockstar and Wakanaka, then Shantisara and Justify My Love. In the run around the clubhouse turn, the leader is Sweet Enough by almost a length. Dalika is there second, and Artie's Princess is down at the inside third. Queen Goddess finds herself fourth, a length and a half off the pace setter, working 5 ahead of Wakanaka. She's racing together with Lady Rockstar. Shantisara remains second last. The trailer is Justify My Love, and the opening quarter was 23-3. It's not fast. It's not slow either. The half mile was 48 seconds flat, so it's an even type tempo as Dalika turns up the heat on Sweet Enough. 3 wide and Queen Goddess tucked in fourth is Artie's Princess. She's getting a good trip at a big price. A gap of 4 to Lady Rockstar, who continues to race with Wakanaka. Then Shantisara. She begins to launch a bid, and the trailer is Justify My Love, and now the pace quickens. Less than 3 furlongs to go. 3 wide. Queen Goddess makes a bid for the lead. Dalika tries to hang with her from the inside. Wakanaka's got no place to go. Shantisara swings wide with Lady Rockstar as Queen Goddess sets sail for the money. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Queen Goddess leads by 4 lengths. Lady Rockstar and on the outside, Shantisara. Final eighth of a mile. Queen Goddess trying to get home. Shantisara closing ground, but out of time. It's Queen Goddess to win the Pegasus World Cup Filly and Mare Turf by a length and a half. Shantisara was second. Lady Rockstar ran third.
I hate to tell ya, but...
Yeah, look, you did. You asked for the odds.
Why is everyone yelling all delayed? Are they watching something delayed?
Delayed, yeah.
They're watching on the screen.
I was like, guys, you're really yelling for the 6th position. Look at me and Queen Goddess.
Queen Goddess, Luis Saez.
Luis Saez is, gosh, he does well for me. I don't want to say who doesn't do well because I'm going to be betting with him. We both are. But, yeah, Luis Saez, I mean... Your horse just didn't find a hole.
Oh,
no, I'm sorry.
That's what she said?
Yeah,
okay, never mind.
Just didn't find that hole. He got stopped. He got stopped. Wait, am I doing this?
I guess so. Look,
guys.
Are you knocked out?
Yeah, it happens, though. You live, you learn.
Yeah.
You had a great week.
It's been a pretty good week.
Oh, my gosh.
Do you want to save this for when you come back? Do you want to go make some bets and then?
That's a good plan.
All right, let's do that. We've got the cigars here.
We'll save it for, the end of the broadcast.
We'll keep it. We got them here.
And for everyone at home watching, this is my first cigar for her. So you're gonna want to stay tuned.
Oh, that's gonna be
fun.
I
don't know. You're not supposed to inhale, right?
I asked him that when we were not live. I was like, I don't inhale, right? But I don't listen to instructions, so we'll see.
All right, Mike, before you go to make some bets and then rejoin us, just some quick, obviously Wakanaka did not have running room at any point, it didn't look like.
Yeah, it was tough around the turn. Wakanaka started to make a little bit of a move, and, the 1 was just backing up and was trapped between the 1 and the 7, had to then slow up and go 3 wide. I thought Shantisara ran a pretty good race, was able to swing 3 wide around the far turn, make a run, but Queen Goddess just got the jump. We've been talking about how good speed has been over this track. You saw the 2 and the 4 go out. Queen Goddess sat right behind her, was able to make one nice move around the turn, sweep to the front, and once she got to the lead, she was very tough to catch. Great ride by Luis Saez, getting the first jump there and getting the job done.
Where did the 9 come in?
Second.
Yeah.
Was that your exacta that you didn't bet?
That was my exacta that I bet. I mean, it's Irad, and he's always late to the party. He's always he waits till the second corner, and he comes around, that Irad.
What was first and second, Dan?
Queen Goddess and Shantisara.
Just sliding it in there, yeah.
All right. We're gonna take this off the screen. Can we go to the sky cam real quick? Can we take a look at the paddock here for a moment?
Gorgeous.
As we're gonna welcome in one.
I need to just really talk to whoever does the gardening around these parts because that is
nice, right?
Great, especially for Florida. Like the way the heat is, everyone that does the grounds work here at Gulfstream Park, absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. So
it is.
We are coming here. What a day! So far, no rain, so that's good.
So far, no rain. That's all we could ask for. You could grab. You could grab the. Oh yeah, we're live. We jump right into this thing.
Oh yeah.
So
we just stay and rotate you guys.
Okay.
So joining us now is Greg Harbutt, a horse owner. But we're here. I mean, horse owner who's had a Derby run, and really involved in this sport. But also we're here to talk.
One of the top outfits of the day.
Best
First
dressed,
of all,
obviously.
look at the tie jacket combo. Dan could learn some things.
Oh, gee.
Just kidding. You look sharp. You look sharp. I'm just used to you.
I dropped the "that's what she said" to her, and
so I had to hit him back with
everything's
it.
off kilter now. But Greg, you're here to talk about the Ed Brown Society and Living the Dream Stable specifically, who we're doing a video with right now. Tell us, first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
And tell us a little about the Ed Brown Society and what you all are working on.
Ed Brown Society is named for a gentleman named Edward Brown, who's an African-American that's enshrined in the Hall of Fame. He's a very prolific trainer right out of slavery and really made his mark not only as a trainer but as an owner and jockey. So as an African-American who's very passionate about the business, we want to honor him, but as well as bring in new owners and new fans into this great business that we have. So sort of two-part. We have the for-profit side, which is Living the Dream Stables, and then we have the Ed Brown Society, which is a nonprofit to increase fan awareness as well as give scholarships to young people of color and potentially get them employed directly in the racing industry.
That's awesome. And one of those young folks who you brought on is now working full time here at First, right?
First, Charles Churchill.
Tell us about him. Yeah.
Wow.
Charles and Deja Robinson, who also is here, they were part of our initial intake. They did the rotation, which First was so generous to sponsor. And they enjoyed Charles so much that they offered him employment right after he graduated from the University of Kentucky.
That's awesome.
So it's very rewarding to see a year later Charles to come back and see him actually working for First. And he really has a bright future. So I'm very excited, not only for Charles, but the partnership that we have with the First organization.
Amazing. Getting your foot in the door sometimes is half the battle.
Absolutely.
And then the hard work and charm gets you in there. So that's
Absolutely.
great.
And
Fabulous.
Danielle, I mean, you could speak to this. I mean, you joined us as sort of a.
Oh, yes.
I mean, she's like a megaphone for us, right? She's, WWE.
So I was a wrestler for WWE, and I couldn't tell you how to gamble, bet, anything. Didn't know anything about horse racing, but through osmosis of every single week hearing about it, just learned, and I fell in love with the sport. And it's just, I was telling them earlier, I went to the barn yesterday, and I saw these animals look me in the eye, and the fear of God I just had. And it's just really incredible that these tiny little jockeys are just such amazing athletes and can control the animals. So
they are.
Like you said, I think awareness and just talking, like teaching people that, and the normal like mainstream public, if they know that, then they'll start to see it, and coming to the race is just so fun.
Absolutely. We definitely want to promote the sport. It's a wonderful sport. Pound for pound, I think jockeys are some of the toughest athletes that we have.
Absolutely.
So definitely want to get more people to the races. So.
Absolutely.
So this guy, humble, he's kind of like, yeah, I want to, get people involved. He was in the Kentucky Derby. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we were very fortunate. 2 years ago, we called it the COVID Derby.
Yes.
But Ray Daniels and a gentleman by the name Wayne Sher, we had a horse by the name of Necker Allen who took us to the Kentucky Derby. It was very special for me. Back in 1962, my grandfather actually owned a horse and ran in the Kentucky Derby.
Wow.
To be able to follow in his footsteps and participate in the world's greatest race was really exciting. So,
that's amazing. So now who are you going to pass this down to if your grandpa passed it?
Well, I have a nephew who's very passionate about horse racing, so hopefully we'll go that pathway. And if not, hopefully one of the scholars from the Ed Brown Society will pick it up.
That's awesome.
Great. And where can we find more information on the society, and can people give to the nonprofit?
Great question, and thank you for that. We always love to give a plug in. So edbrownsociety.org.
Okay. All right.
What about Instagram or Twitter?
We are on Twitter and we are on Instagram. So
great. Same thing? Same handle?
I think it's EBS Society on Twitter and Instagram.
Okay, great. We'll have to throw it on our Twitter, on ABR's Twitter.
That's awesome. And you're big on TikTok as well, personally, aren't you?
No, I'm not on TikTok. So that's one of the few that's escaped me. So.
Oh my gosh!
Just playing. Real quick, I do want to talk about Living the Dream a little bit because we've got a couple of the partners with us here today. I was at a conference a couple months back, and I heard Ray talking about Living the Dream Stables, and I'm like, "What's wrong with me? Haven't I heard about this?" It's been around for a little over a year now. I am in love with the fact that you guys have launched this.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful thing. Our whole thing is Ray and I both are very passionate about the sport. We want to get new fans in.
Yeah.
So we've been just about under 2 years. We're on our 5th syndicate. We brought over 60 people into the industry. Wow. Very happy with our all-female syndicate that we've launched.
I should be clear. The all-female syndicate is about a year older. Yeah.
Syndicate's been about a year.
Yep.
We're at Pegasus, but they actually have a horse that's going to be running at Oaklawn Park in about an hour's time.
So okay.
Wow.
Pressure's on.
All right. Yeah. Well, who's that one for all the gamblers on screen wanted to support?
2x2.
2x2. All right.
He's 20-1 morning line, but I'm very doubtful that he'll go off that. He's 2 for 2 in the mud, and it's a complete mud storm down at Oaklawn. So.
Where are you guys located?
We're based out of Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Oh my gosh, we'll have to come through when we have our broadcast up there.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm not sure if we're doing the Derby yet.
Wink.
Wink,
right?
But I would love to go. Yeah.
All right, so now I'm looking up. Now I've got to make a bet, right? Because like this isn't just, you can't just mention that. All right, 2x2, 20-1. That's the 10 horse in race 9 for anybody watching.
At Oaklawn.
At Oaklawn. Yeah, don't get confused. Don't bet here and blame us if things don't work out. All right, Greg, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us. I know it's a crazy day. You may as well shout out. You got a couple of celebs in the house with you, don't you?
We have a couple of celebs. We're very fortunate. In the syndicate, we have a few athletes. We have some people that you might see on TV. One of those guys who's here in attendance is Dr. Bernard Hargis from Country Critters.
Awesome, nice.
TV shows on Disney, and I think you're actually going to speak to his agent coming up next.
Cool.
Very cool. Is he here? He's hanging out?
Yes, I think Vanzel's queued up.
All right, bring him in. Bring in Vanzel real quick.
I have one question.
Yes.
So when you bring people to the race that have never been to the race, what is their favorite part about coming to the race here? Or wherever you go.
For the guys and the women, they love to dress up.
Yeah.
They love the social component. But the best thing about it is winning.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Right, totally.
The first bet.
Totally. And I was telling him, I said, today it's open bar at the carousel. That's the first time ever, so that's a good
we've
part.
We've had a few syndicate members have discovered the carousel.
Discover it.
Yeah. Great.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, let's discover Vanzel. Let's bring him in.
Let's get
take a
Vanzel
look
in.
at while he's coming in, let's take a look at the paddock. It's starting to fill up here.
And I'll tell you what,
Pegasus
look
World
at the
Cup Turf.
fashion in the paddock. I mean, these ladies look like they are going to prom or a cocktail hour. It is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the horses are not even in yet, and you could tell people are just jazzed. Why we're in that time frame now, where people are starting to get excited. We're getting close to the Pegasus World Cup Turf, and then following that, we'll have the Pegasus World Cup. So now, Vanzel Burke. By the way, this is Rachel Miller. I'm Dan Tordjman. We hadn't even had a chance to meet before.
Well, we haven't.
This.
Yeah.
Pleasure
nice
to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
You're looking incredibly stylish,
Oh,
may
thank you.
I just say.
How did you get pulled into this whole horse racing thing?
So I'm new to this,
Okay.
right? But it's
Good thing to be.
Yeah, it is. It's like super cool. I feel extra comfortable. This is probably my 5th race now.
Okay.
But I got pulled into the world. A very close friend invited me and said, "Hey, you should join our syndicate." And I said, "They said you get to dress nice." What?
I'm in.
I'm
Sold.
there.
Done.
Count me in.
I'm there. And so it's been like an awesome dream and just a great opportunity. Yeah.
And you're not here alone, right? You come in with
the group.
some high profile folks, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So I'm a talent manager and a producer, television and film producer out of Los Angeles or Beverly Hills.
Nice.
So I come with clients and we just all have fun together, and we have some of our investors that invest in our films, and this is a way to relax and not work all the time and just really enjoy each other's company. And if we have a quick meeting on the side between races, all good.
Yeah, for sure, right? Yeah, we may just close a deal here.
Might as well. Why not? Why not?
Especially again with the rosé, the
listen,
drinks flowing. We got to get you a glass.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I have to get a glass.
Can we get a glass for this man? Anybody? Can we get a glass?
I give that to my guys and slide a script. Here's the script.
Yes.
Read that.
See, that's the whole thing. It's the whole experience. And I think a big misconception with racehorse ownership, and obviously it's a big goal, is if we own a horse, hopefully we're going to win some races. We're going to make some money. But more than that, I think the best part of racehorse ownership is the experience. Going out to the races, being out here with friends.
Yes.
And just a break from a normal routine. I'm assuming this is a foreign world to a lot of your clients.
Yeah.
And
you know, the thing about the ownership piece is, as you said, for me, it's not about if we're winning. It's about the brotherhood, the sisterhood, us just coming together for a common goal and cause and having fun in the process. That's what it's about for us. Yeah.
Greg mentioned that some people have already discovered the Carousel Club. Have you discovered the Carousel Club yet?
I did by mistake.
Your observations, your professional observations from the Carousel Club.
Listen, it was incredible. I'm like, wait, what? It's a real carousel? And what do you mean? It's like a nightclub at night? I'm like, I'm there again.
Yep.
Yes. If you guys just caught me going rogue over there, truly, it feels like a Miami-Dade beach club, or like you could be in Mykonos, Greece, and where you expect the ocean to be, there's a horse track right there.
It's a horse track.
It's a very crazy, wild vibe.
It is.
And I'm sure it's only going to continue to get more eccentric as the night goes on.
This entire track is incredible. Like,
right?
yeah,
It's beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
We want to let you get back to the party, but it's funny. I think about, not that it needs a pitch, but what the Ed Brown Society is doing, what Greg is doing, what Ray is doing. For those who are unaware of this, who might be watching this, we got a couple hundred people watching us now. We'll have thousands of people watching us here as we count down to the Pegasus World Cup. What would the pitch be? Again, as somebody who's sort of new to this world, What are people missing out on, and why should they get involved, and why should they want to be a part of this?
So with the Ed Brown Society, there's a scholarship involved.
Mm-hmm.
So even just to give back to the youth and give some the opportunities, you can win just with that.
Yep.
We're here to give and to educate and give opportunities. So that I was already sold on. And again, being able to be a part of the races and dress up,
Yep.
and always.
Right.
Yeah.
Win-win. All
Win-win
over the
all the way
place.
around.
Love it.
Winners
All right.
all around.
Vanzel Burke, thank you so
Of
much
course.
for taking a few minutes
Thank you
with
for
us.
having
We
me.
wish you
Yes.
luck. We hope
Thank
It's
you.
a pleasure. Best of luck.
Thank
But
you,
either
thank
way,
you.
we can trust that your group will have fun at the races and look
Always.
good doing it.
No, we're gonna always have fun. We're gonna always have fun.
And I hope you hit some winners. Do you have a pick in the last race? Did you get to look at it yet?
So cyber knife.
You're going with the favorite. We get it. Yeah.
So my big brother is this first race in person.
Okay.
But he's been studying this for a while, and he was like,
That's the logical
one.
horse. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So,
So we're gonna go for it.
Yeah, well, I think he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
That's
Shout
definitely the play.
shout out to Greg and Ray for their vision. Just again to have African Americans come together outside of the box. Like this is outside of the box. It's incredible and mind blowing. So kudos to those guys.
I love that you said that. It's something that I've said repeatedly, as an observer, but to hear it from you, who's still relatively new to this scene, it means a lot. And I think we will clip that and we'll use it in promotion over and over and over again because we want that to get out.
It's absolutely as it should.
Awesome.
Thank you
Sarah.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank
It was
you.
great
All
to
right.
meet
Thank you.
All right, so you're getting another look here of the paddock here at Gulfstream Park. Some of the fans around the paddock. Noel, I see you. 2 minutes. We're gonna bring you on in just 2 minutes. Shona, come here, and we'll get you first, and then Noel will come in. We've got a couple of guests doing the shuffle here at Gulfstream Park. Yeah, it's big. It's pretty hot.
It's
So,
a
very
great spot to
special.
be in.
I'm sorry we have the rosé in front of you
I know.
to
It's
just
you're
torture
really
you.
laying it on. I know.
But Shona, I wouldn't judge you if you just took what's left in that one bottle and
know.
chugged
Honestly,
it straight from the source.
the way the past few weeks have been, I don't know. Some bubbles might be in my future today.
What's gonna happen?
Shona Rotundo from My Racehorse joining us. My Racehorse all over the place here in the paddock, signage everywhere where fans become owners. For those who are unaware of what My Racehorse is, they've been under a rock, or if this is their first time watching one of our streams, what is My Racehorse?
Yeah. So My Racehorse is just an opportunity to get involved in ownership for a fraction of the cost. So you can buy in shares starting from $99, and it just gives everybody an opportunity to get involved in ownership. Regardless of how much you want to spend, you could spend $100, you could spend $1,000. It's kind of really up to you. But it does give everyone an opportunity to get involved in the game. So we're having a lot of fun bringing new owners in and creating experiences for everybody that are totally unique and really bringing the lifestyle of ownership to the front lines of this new community. So it's been super successful. And as you can see, we're, all over the track now. So it's been a great run.
The Ed Brown Society, we had a couple people on just now talking about the Ed Brown Society, and what's huge for them obviously is representation and being able to bring this sport to an audience and to a community that really hasn't at least in recent years, historically yes, but in recent years hasn't been as actively involved in the sport. What you do is actually make access to the sport easier for everyone across the board by providing a product that just about anyone can get in on.
Yeah, and I would say that breaking down barriers is a big goal. I think that the sport can be a little intimidating to get involved in, and I think a lot of people are under the assumption that you have to be a millionaire or a billionaire to be involved. So what we've done with My Racehorse is made entry extremely easy to just trial. So you can go online. You don't have to, know your neighbor, Bob's uncle, who knows a guy who gets horses. You can just go to myracehorse.com and click around and get involved that way. So I think the trial aspect has made it easy for a lot of new people to get involved in the game. It's exciting to bring new people in and to show them what ownership is like and break down those barriers. And what's nice about My Racehorse is that we also have another product called Edge Racing, which is, your traditional syndicate. So maybe we've had a lot of people who've come in, they're like a doctor or a lawyer or whatever, and they
try horse racing, and they're like, this is really fun, but I think I want to do more. And so then you can graduate into Edge and get involved in that way and have a little bit more skin in the game and a little more intimacy. So there's really a ton of options to get involved.
That's so cool how now it's developed into this progressive step. And I will say, anyone that is part of my racehorse, I feel like they so love to talk about
They're
it.
in it.
When I did a tour of Spendthrift Farm in Lexington, one of Authentic's microshare owners that was part of my racehorse was there, decked out head to toe in Authentic gear. So excited to be there, and was, again, just talking to anyone else in the group about how great it is. And again, this shows you, like I had just said, it's not so much about, oh, I want to own a racehorse so that I can make money. It's no. How about a group of all of our friends spend $60, a one-time fee, never paying for vet bills and stuff, to buy into a share of a racehorse. We all get to go out to the track. We all get to have that owner experience, even if you're a college graduate, in college, whatever. I love that it's made so accessible, and anyone that is within the umbrella loves it.
Yeah, we have some pretty avid owners. They're not even fans. Like, you can't call them fans. They're
True
owners.
believers, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you think of those like fanatic sports fans. We have fanatic racehorse owners, and that's such a cool thing for the game to have. And they're out there, and you just never knew that they existed until there was an opportunity to get involved. I met a woman last summer at Saratoga, and she had a Authentic tattooed on her calf. And,
oh, wow.
And she owned Authentic, and he won the Derby. And I mean, you just love the love and passion they put back into the game.
So in terms of access, another thing you're working on personally and with some, a good bit of support is the Women's Summit. Tell us about that and the event that you had here this weekend.
Yeah, so the Horse Racing Women's Summit, it's been an effort to really bring women in the sport together from all facets of horse racing. So you have owners, you have breeders, you have people who work in bloodstock, you have people who work at the racetrack. So both sides, people who have hands-on horses and those who might not necessarily be, face-to-face with the horses all the time, but we're working here at the track, we're on TV or whatever it may be. So just creating a community where we can bring women together. Yesterday, we had a great event here at Gulfstream Park. It was a brunch and handicapping seminar. So what we did was we brought a bunch of women together. We've gotten a lot of feedback about what people want to do at these events. And one of them was learn more about handicapping, which is near and dear to my heart. So I was loving it.
Oh, don't worry.
Shona does great.
Yeah, we're getting you on some picture, because the people watching the stream, they're like, all this sounds great.
Yeah.
I'm excited that everybody's doing all this stuff. Give me your pick.
I have a very Team Rotundo pick, so we'll get to that in a minute.
I'm excited for it.
So yesterday we had an actual handicapping tournament on horse tourneys, and anyone who came to the brunch would sign up for horse tourneys, and we taught them how to handicap, but also how to play in a tournament, because it's a little bit different. Your strategy for a single race bet is going to be different than your strategy to win a tournament. So I was swinging from the fences. I was like, guys, go for first or last. Like, no one cares about 8th place. So I brought a few women with me, and then, a couple played more conservatively, but it was really nice. So if you are a female in racing, I encourage you to go to womeninracingsummit.com, and you can sign up for our email list. And we have a bunch of events coming up. We got one in Saratoga this summer, and the big shebang in September, which is a multi-day summit.
Well, good news. We got people in Louisiana watching, saying hello. We have people from Chile. And, of course, our horse from Chile that we love, Masterpiece, is coming up here in the Pegasus World Cup Turf. I got to look at some live odds. 9-1. All right, I got to make a bet. What are you going to do? How should people bet this watching from home?
Ooh. Are we talking about the turf, or are we talking about...
Whichever one you have a stronger feeling about.
Well, okay, my turf pick is more of like a fan favorite pick, so I wouldn't go to the windows and put all your money on it. But okay. I'm a big Frankie Dettori fan.
Okay.
And he comes all the way out here from Europe, and he spent some time at Gulfstream getting to know the track. Yep. Obviously, he knows how to ride the grass races. Yep. So I think I want to see a flying dismount. So I'm gonna go Frankie.
Okay.
I'm going with the four.
I would have to side with Shona on that one. I know that the odds are not great and against him, but I mean, it's Frankie. It's this
the odds are great if you're betting.
Yeah, if you're
I love
betting
the odds.
And it's the horse's first race in America, and this is a pretty firm.
Yeah, I mean,
today.
Look, it's. I haven't. Let me see. What are we're talking? Where I'm lost on my PPs, of course. So
Where are we, Dan?
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we
Classic.
go. Here we go. Here we go. Hurricane Dream. No, there is a little bit of hype around this horse, and it's Grand Motion, so I certainly wouldn't discount him. 9-1 right now as well. What about in the big race? Just.
You know what I would do even with him? Maybe back wheel him.
Yep.
So just do something weird like all into the 4, a little exacta action, catch
like
a price
that.
and another price. I don't know.
Yep.
Try it out.
All right, give us a Pegasus World Cup pick.
Okay, so my Pegasus World Cup pick is going to be White Abarrio. It's a horses for courses kind of play here. I think there's a lot of talent in the race, but there's something about these horses sometimes that come back. I think it's almost like, I don't know, to me it's like so many people believe they can do it because it's this track that they love. And I feel like that infuses this energy and this something goes back into it, with the trainer and the horses. So I'm going to go White Abarrio to shock the world and come back to Gulfstream and shine. And also he's gorgeous. So
I think there could be a Safi double with this horse here, Masterpiece, and then White Abarrio. I also like Defunded. But look, we're going to let you.
Easy bet. Safi double.
Safi.
Back wheel the number 4, all into the 4 in this race. And then just do a quick double. Safi.
Yep.
Easy.
Safi.
Boom, boom.
Here you go.
Let's do this. We're gonna let you get back to the party. You're gonna tag in that guy right there. Noel Michaels will join us here in a moment.
Cool.
Noel, you can come on in now.
Thank you
for
so
being
much, guys.
patient. Yeah, thank
Aw,
you
thanks,
for
Jonah.
doing. Yeah, absolutely, for making time for us. Samantha, you come in as well. We're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna try a few different things here. So come on this side, and oh, there we go. There you go. There's where fans become owners. We talked about my race horse. No Michaels. Yeah, have a seat here. And I promise, I want to get you back in. I just can't get out of this seat. No, don't gamble. Mike, do you want to come in and actually do the handicapping for this next race? Bring Mike in. Come on, Mike. So Mike's going to come in. So this way you get 3 actual handicappers on set. Samantha, you can move to the center. And then you guys can talk about the upcoming Pegasus World Cup Turf. So Samantha, that's yours.
Thank you.
All right, that's yours. All right, go ahead, Mike. You're one of the hosts, so take it away.
Yeah, we got an interesting Pegasus World Cup turf here. Second to the feature race. We've seen speed play really well on this turf. All meet Samantha. Is that kind of where you're leaning here when you start your handicap, or do you like to look for something else?
We saw Queen Goddess in that last race come off of it a little bit. I think with the rails down, it plays a little more fair. Also, whenever you have horses with this kind of caliber, they can close on this type of course.
It should be an interesting race here. It looks like Atone is going to go out to the lead. I think it sets up really well for Lady Spitespear, who ran extremely well at the Breeders' Cup. Getting a 9-2 right now on her. Our favorite in the 10-post, Ivar. You got City Man out there in the 12. Who'd you end up putting on top here?
This is a race that in my pick 5s, I took a lot of horses because it was a tough one to kind of narrow down. But I really do like the number 12, City Man. Yeah, he's got to overcome the post, but I think the riding style, Joelle, fits this horse pretty well.
I can't say anything bad about the favorite, number 12, City Man. I mean, this horse has won 3 in a row, 4 out of the last 5. He's done nothing wrong during that stretch. Career best form. The 12 post at Gulfstream really doesn't bother me that much, but you can't get on here and take the favorite. I'm going to take the 11 horse Masterpiece, who I think, just ran too far last time out in the Breeders' Cup Turf. But if you look at his BPs, a mile and an eighth really seems to be where this horse belongs. And that's exactly where he's finding himself today. The Eddie Reed victory at Del Mar was great. And that's where I'm going.
It's been interesting seeing some of these California horses come out east, see how they do. Obviously, Queen Goddess fared pretty well here. We'll see if Masterpiece able to do the same thing right here. One horse that I was interested in, sitting on the rail, Wit here for Todd Pletcher. One of those sires where you're not really interested in Practical Joke, generally going this long, but should sit a pretty nice trip here right on the rail. Do you have any interest in Wit here, Samantha?
I just think this is a horse that doesn't finish very well, which maybe concerns me as far as drawing the 1 post position. Maybe he won't get the best trip and will need to make up that ground. So I passed on him, but it wouldn't surprise me.
There's almost no one in this race that would surprise me. That's how good of a field this is and how competitive it is, top to bottom. And really, you could make a legitimate case for so many of these. And, City Man, if he wins as the favorite, you're not surprised. If somebody jumps up and pays $20 in this race, you're not surprised either.
Exactly.
I love betting daily doubles in these type of races because you got Monster Field. I think both favorites are vulnerable in both spots here. Yep. Did you guys look at the double pools at all here? You're looking for a big price in the next race. You can kind of team up with someone here.
Yeah, I mean, who do you take? I don't have a strong enough opinion, I think, to play the double because I don't know where I would single.
I went with a Cole. I played the 6 here, Lady Spitespear. I went into the 4 and 5, White Abario and Defunded in the next, hoping the White Abario horse for the course, obviously, and then Defunded. Baffert sends that horse out here from California. Was surprised he shipped in. Irad picks up the mount, going to make the lead. Baffert's done very well here in the Pegasus World Cup before. Yeah. So I took a little bit of a shot, see if we can get some prices in both legs.
I have been looking forward to the late doubles today. I mean, at risk of sounding like I'm on the Safi Joseph payroll, because I picked him with the 11-horse Masterpiece in this race. I like his 2 horses. I like Skippy Longstocking. I was really impressed with the race he ran last time out, winning here on the track in the Harlan's Holiday. And he could sweep the. I mean, I've always been a fan of Cyber Knife myself, but I would not be surprised to see White Abario, who everyone talks about. He's a horse for the course here, 4 for 4. But how about the race he ran last time out? Really unheralded effort, I thought, in the Cigar Mile, finishing 3rd, right up close. And I think he'll have the advantage over her number, who finished ahead of him last time. But at a mile and an eighth, I think it plays more towards White Abario.
You could really envision that Florida Derby type trip for White Abario here, where he was able to sit right behind the speed. You've got horses that are faster than him who will take the lead, but should be able to save some ground.
Yeah.
Both of the turns, be able to swing wide, just see if he's good enough, maybe being reunited with Gaffleon, be able to make the difference for him. It looks like we are getting ready here to go toward the gate for the turf race. Is there any other horses in here, like Decorated Invader, for instance? We talked about City Man quite a bit. Decorated Invader, the 9, 30-1 on the board. Ran a length behind City Man last time, and City Man really tripped out, going right through a hole on the rail. Decorated Invader had to go a little bit wider. Any interest in playing a bigger price here in the trifecta, superfecta? Is the Decorated Invader one you'd look at?
I think so. I don't think he's as good as City Man, but I think that could be one that you would look at.
Right. I mean, I have nothing against Decorated Invader if you're playing things like tries and things like that. But, City Man beat him decisively last time out, and it would be hard for me to see a turning of the tables there. But certainly a horse you could use at a big price in the exotics.
Yeah, one other one at a big price that jumped out to me was the 2-horse Good Governance. I thought the last race was pretty good. That was he also faced City Man and Decorated Invader last time. Any interest in the 2 at a big number underneath?
It would surprise me.
With that horse, I would prefer to see more pace in this race.
Yeah.
And I'm just not sure how the pace is going to shake out here, if it's going to be enough to set up him from too far behind, maybe.
I think pace is a great way to kind of segue over here. Samantha, what do you think the pace looks like in this spot? Is Atone going to be loose on the lead? Is there someone else that can press up early?
Atone looks like he's going to be the controlling speed. Maybe one more bid. Sometimes those California horses have a little bit of speed that they flash, but it's going to be a jockey's race really when it comes down to it. But I think Atone seems to be the best sort of option for speed here.
And we've seen speed be deadly. Do you think Atone can take him gate to wire?
Sure, it's possible. I mean, Atone, when he did that last time out in that race at Aqueduct, he got an easy pace there, and he took advantage of that, and that field wasn't as good.
Yeah.
That being said, it's not impossible he gets out in front here again and gets brave on the lead. And you look at the best horses that horse has run, or best races that horse has run, he's good enough.
Yeah.
And you got Ortiz aboard. I would not put anything past that duo.
It's going to be an interesting Pegasus World Cup Turf here. 2 great races to close out a phenomenal card here from Gulfstream Park. It looks like we are loading into the gate. I don't believe we are going to show the race here, so I'll kind of talk you through it. Guys, are you going to join us for the race as well? So we got the race that's going to get going on right behind us here, and we'll kind of walk you through how this one plays out as they break from the gate.
I'm watching these over here, so just so I'm not weird, not... Oh, they are?
Got a little delay back there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay, we're turning around.
I love
Head
it, right?
on a swivel here.
So it looks like we got about 3 left to load here for the Pegasus World Cup Turf. All right, final picks right before we go in the gate here. Give me Lady Spitespear.
I'll take 11 Masterpiece.
I'll take City Man.
Hey, I think we got the trifecta between
there
the 3 of us.
There you go. Somebody punch it.
I am surprised Ivar's not going off as a favorite here.
Yeah, and we didn't even talk about Ivar actually in this whole segment.
Probably has the best numbers on paper if you're a buyer person.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised you're seeing 7-2 right now, seeing City Man at 3-1. I think just the consistency we've seen from City Man the last few races really drawing a lot of money with the back-to-back-to-back wins.
Yeah.
I really thought Ivar would be the favorite actually in this race.
I'm kind of surprised he isn't as well. But
Yeah, I mean he's right there,
maybe
but
people see through it.
yeah, with Ivar, I kind of wish it was a mile for him.
Yeah.
A mile and an eighth. I don't know. I feel might be pushing it.
I don't love the 10 and 12 posts for Ivar and Cityman either. It made it more difficult for me to take them at shorter prices here. Obviously, you do have the longer run up because you're going a mile and an eighth over this Gulfstream Park turf. Not as bad as a mile and 16th or that 7.5 furlongs, but still going to be tough to work out a trip here.
Well, let's see.
So we've broken out of the gate here, and we got a little bit of a scramble for the lead here. I'm surprised that's not a Tone that's going to go right up to the pace. What was that? It looks like the 5-horse here are going to take the lead. One more bid into the first turn. We got the 13 sitting there on the outside in King Cause. A Tone's going to sit somewhere right back behind there. Witt sitting a good spot there in third. So as they kind of shake out here, I think the big surprise is a Tone not on the lead.
Yeah, he's not really where you would expect him to be if he's going to run his best race. I don't think.
Yeah, but you can't be shocked with a California horse on the lead.
No. I mean,
He was probably the only other one that could go in front, but it is surprising.
Looked like Ivar was able to settle in 2 wide around that first turn. You saw Cityman settle in 3 wide with Rosario aboard around the first turn. See if they can. It doesn't look like they'll be able to save ground around either turn, but not getting into any real trouble from those 12 and 10 posts. I'm just hoping Lady Spite Spear's good enough here. We got a good trip if we can get the job done now. And we're headed into the turn now. It's starting to shake up a little bit. You still got the 5-1 more bid on the up front. Got Lady Spite Spear starting to ask 3 wide there. 4 wide is going to be Ivar coming around, seeing if he can make a bid. But the 5 and the 13 still holding strong. It's anybody's race into the stretch.
Here comes everyone on the outside.
Here comes the cavalry charge. Tone looks like he's going to get up here last second.
Wow.
It is a Tone. Woo,
Wow.
A Tone over Ivar with Speaking Scout in third.
I am not surprised at all. A Tone won. I am surprised it won from off the pace, though. The way
not the trip you thought Irad would work out if he was going to get to the winner's circle here.
But again, you got Irad. I mean, he'll work it out one way or the other.
Yep, definitely.
Ivar runs an excellent second again. I think it's kind of a
That
theme going here.
doesn't surprise anybody, yeah.
And Speaking Scout actually gets up for third. A California horse coming here to the East Coast. Excellent run there from Speaking Scout, too. Came from the back and didn't have as much pace to chase you'd expect for someone who's going to come from off of it.
No, just turned 4 years old, right? And I think a lot of people discounted the horse, but he ran well. He won that multi-horse battle, it looked like, for third.
So the winner of the Pegasus World Cup Turf here is going to be atoned for, let's see here, Mike Maker. That's his second or third win on the card. Irad Ortiz gets into the winner's circle from a little bit off the pace. So pretty surprising trip there. But you're going to get a nice price. The tone last I saw was 6-1 on the board off a 12-1 morning line. I'm going to have to go back and see the trip on Cityman there because it seemed like that race set up pretty well for him based on the way you saw a bunch of other horses be able to close. You would have expected Cityman to do the same thing.
Yeah, just sort of a no-show effort unless we see that there was some sort of a trip involved there for him. But how about the day Mike Maker is putting together?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's been impressive.
Just sensational.
It's been a phenomenal betting day as well. We've seen a lot of these 6-1, 7-1 type horses come in. You love these big cards where, we were talking about this beforehand. We don't have the superstars here today, where you have that monster horse in the Pegasus that, like the gun runners, the horses that are like, oh, I came to see this horse. But you've got very even fields throughout the entire part of it. So it's been exciting to be able to see. It's been exciting to be able to see these consistently good betting fields every time that you're walking in here, being able to play a bunch of different horses, being able to get some prices in some cases. We got one race left on the card. We're going to work forward toward the Pegasus World Cup here. Obviously, a tone there getting the job done in the Pegasus Turf. Atone getting the job done there in the Pegasus Turf. We got one race left, and we're going to see if it's going to be White Abaro, if it's going to be your favorite Cyberknife, or who else in this massive 12-horse field here. Got a little bit of a switch up here going on their microphone, so I'm just going to keep talking through it. It's great to be here at Gulfstream Park. Absolutely beautiful day. Nice little breeze coming through right now. It's a little bit humid, but the breeze makes it pretty nice. How you doing, Rachel?
I'm doing fabulous, Mike. It's a pleasure, an honor, and a privilege to share the set with you.
Thank you very
Someone
much.
who knows a little something about handicapping, whereas I am just out here vibing along.
Hey, vibing is a good thing. It looks like you were having a great time back there.
Oh yeah. If you caught any of my little carousel club action, as I said, as the minutes go on, things are going to continue to get progressively wilder and wilder back there.
I just tried to place bets and the line's too long.
I say Daniel's got the money out over here.
The line's too
money.
long,
My dad's running bets right now. He's
I'm
been
ready
over
to bet
here.
for the main, but I need I need someone to log into their
The
That's
TVG
right.
account.
That would be Daddy Dan.
Yeah, Daddy
Sir,
Dan.
money, please.
But we're actually we have an exciting new guest with us.
Yes.
Right?
Very shortly here we have
Who's coming in now?
Brian Moger, show jumper extraordinaire. He was top alternate for the U.S. Olympic team for Tokyo 2020.
Amazing.
Incredibly talented at 21 years old. This is a man who knows a thing or two about horses, which is the understatement of the century. However, he also knows many, many things about horses, fashion in general. So this fun little segment that we're having you on is about fashion. And we're going to try and get this feed going on here. Brian,
good.
Danielle.
Hey, hi.
Good. Have you been able to walk around? What have you been doing today?
Walked around. We went to the Carousel Club.
Oh
it
my
was
gosh. We keep talking about it on here.
fantastic.
Open bar.
Open bar. The food was amazing. We got 3 pizzas for 3 people. It was maybe a bit too much,
Yeah,
but
amazing.
it was amazing. And you two look gorgeous today.
Thank
We
you very
love your
much.
suit as well.
Thank
I
you.
will say, most importantly, he got a picture with Alex Earl.
That's great. Was she nice?
Beyond.
And what's
Like,
her outfit like today?
No, so she's wearing a lime green suit.
Okay.
So green on green,
Cute.
we really worked together.
Yes.
But beyond nice, incredible. Walked right up to her. I said, "Hey, I love you, and I would love to get a photo with you." And I said, "If you don't want to take one, that's totally fine." Got my photo with Alex Earl. She was the sweetest ever. And I mean, now my day could not be better.
And then you got to place a bet so you can win.
Yeah,
a little money.
I really
period.
do.
I know.
I really
So,
do.
have you been out horse racing before, or are we lucky
You're
enough
first.
to introduce you to the sport?
You guys are lucky enough to pretty much introduce me to the
Yay!
sport. I mean, I've
You always
always
remember your
known
first.
racing, but
Preach. So I'm
that.
sure that you've taken in a lot of wild outfits and a variety of, clothing out here at the event. Now, one thing that I would love to get into and discuss is a little bit of neigh or sleigh as far as outfits that have been very popular in basically in the past week. So
yeah.
Paris Haute Couture Fashion Week,
I wish I
which
was
is
there.
something that goes far beyond anything we could do. Here you can see on the screen Doja Cat,
Yes.
covered in 30,000 Swarovski crystals, H to T.
Are they crystals? I thought they were pimples.
Regardless,
That too.
I'm obsessed.
Victor and Rolf with these dresses that were disconnected from the bodies. Now, this one, I would have to say nay, wearing that to a horse race.
Well, how does she walk? The
I mean,
MVP of that
that's
is the
what I was
model.
gonna
You
say.
can't wear hats.
Honestly, props.
Yeah, that's
And then
the model.
Kylie Jenner with, these heads, incredibly controversial. The animal heads attached to the dresses. I think if there wasn't the leopard face attached to this,
Yeah.
maybe it could be a sleigh. But let's break it down a little bit. Okay, what was your visceral reaction like? Would something like that actually practically work in real life? Doja Cat's full look?
Okay, for Doja Cat, I think it was fantastic. I was obsessed with Doja Cat.
Yeah.
The execution, all of it.
Commitment.
The commitment to
Yeah.
it. I mean, her
Truly.
literal eyelids, her earlobes.
That's crazy.
Everything about it.
Name for a good meme all week on Instagram.
Exactly. And I love Doja Cat. So I thought that was beautifully executed, and to really make a statement in such a unique way, I feel
Yeah.
nowadays is really hard to do because
Yes.
Everything's been done.
everything's been done.
Yeah.
And that was really unique. And I was very impressed by it. And I also am just a huge fan of Doja Cat.
Mhm.
And people are always asking for camp. They're like, give us camp, give us fashion, give us wine, Dan. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. So, as far as the fashion that you've seen, just out the bottle.
No, Brian.
Cheers to that.
This is our sponsor.
Cheers to Whispering Angel.
Whispering Angel. Whispering Angel.
Cheers
So as
and
far
fill
as
it
the
up.
race today, what are you liking at the race? Like, I've actually seen a lot of pantsuits for women and men today. A lot of pantsuits, especially in the Carousel Club. And it's nice because it's a little breezy. It's still Florida. So what are your thoughts for race fashion? Like, what are you liking?
You know, today's actually the perfect day because it's a little bit cooler, but you can also wear something that is suited for the sun or for warm. So it's been really interesting to kind of see people's takes on whether they're dressing for the cold or the warmth or vice versa. Being in the Carousel Club, I saw so many outfits. I mean, on my phone, I probably have 30 photos of people. I'm like, I like this shirt. I like these pants. I love this one guy who was wearing this suit. It was like a double-breasted. It was almost like a tux. But then the bottoms were shorts. But
interesting.
Worked.
Okay.
But
and
it worked.
Florida. So
and usually for me, that's scary because you'll never see me in a short. And I really enjoyed it. I was a really big fan.
One thing's for sure, the calves have to be cut if you're out here wearing shorts. You know, you got to be out here with good legs if you're pulling off a double tux and shorts.
Exactly.
And I actually love, I feel like everyone's really nice at the races. Like everyone compliments you and you really are walking through.
True.
Like
it's so
I've given so many compliments.
For sure.
I feel like
and it's like my
an
two
angel.
friends, they came for the first time today and they're both wearing hats and they're like, all the women are so nice. And I think a lot of times women can be kind of mean to each other when we go out, and everyone, especially like the older ladies, they're like, oh my God, you're just doing great. So do you feel like people have been nice today? And
incredibly. I mean, so I feel that I'm just wearing a green suit. I got it the other day, but
slay though.
Special, but
looks great.
Very confident in it.
Yeah.
But the first person, we were taking some photos just by the track, and somebody's like, "I love your suit. That's a beautiful suit."
Right,
and
they're
for
going
me, it
out of the
turned my
way.
entire day around, and it was
Guys,
amazing.
You just have to give everyone a compliment. We have to be nice to each other.
It's true. It's all based off of that synergy. And hopefully that positive energy helps feed into your bets at your first day at the races, the whole experience. So eyeing the signature race of the day, the $3 million Pegasus World Cup. Who are you thinking?
Currently, I'm leaning towards number 5.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Defunded.
I've defunded.
Okay, we have Dan clapping offset.
Yeah, I'm super happy with my choice.
Yeah, the good thing is we were talking about behind the scenes, IRAD having the brothers. They're, definitely some of the best jockeys. You can't go wrong with IRAD. For me, the hardest thing learning was the gambling with horse racing because you can box it, trifecta, superfecta. So you just want to win. Defunded, you feel very confident.
Yeah, I feel confident. For me, I think Defunded's going to be able to get to the top of the race pretty early on, and with hopes that he'll stay there.
I
who
love
knows?
that.
Get in early on.
Yeah.
But they always say it's one thing to get to the top; it's another thing to stay there.
That's true.
So it's a lot of pressure.
That's true.
A lot of pressure, but I have high hopes for Defunded.
We love that. Okay, great. You've heard it here first. And I have Defunded in mine. I have White Abario and Defunded. I need to get Daddy Dan in here to make me a little bet.
Is this an ongoing nickname, or did we just coin this today on the
Daddy
show? With
Dan.
Mostly
not because he's a zaddy, but just because he's like in charge.
No, I love Daddy Dan. I'm a huge fan. Wait, it's almost like that one like SpongeBob years ago, Dirty Dan.
Oh yeah, I feel like
Daddy Dan. It goes hand in hand.
But
if there's not a racehorse that has that name, we need to change that.
I think we should trademark it for Daddy Dan.
And are you staying for Kygo and OneRepublic?
Absolutely. I didn't come here just to pop in and pop out. You have to get
we
the
didn't come here
whole
just for the
experience.
horses.
Yeah,
okay,
come
guys.
on.
Yeah.
No,
It's
I'm
gonna be
super
good.
excited for that.
Well, we'll be there too.
Oh my gosh, yes. We'll be there, probably dancing on tables. Who's to say? Mom, if you're still watching this, I've had a couple glasses of Whispering Angel. Yeah.
Hey, I drink out of the bottle, so I don't want to hear about it.
Yeah, no. Ryan's parents are just watching him swig out of the bottle. Yeah, he's taking it to go through the rest of.
Do you think it'll fit in my suit?
Maybe.
I think so. You want to at least keep
tight
this
security
momentum.
over there.
Yeah,
And
I'm
when
keeping
you
this.
win your bet on Defunded, sorry to all of the Cyberknife stands that are probably a part of this group. You can put a single little rose in there, a little something nice to remember the momentous occasion by.
This is great. I love this. Well, thank you so much. And where can everyone find you on social media?
At Brian Mogray on TikTok and Instagram mainly. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Oh my gosh, thank you. So nice
much.
to
It was
meet
really
you.
nice to meet both of you.
Yeah,
You look
of
stunning.
course.
I feel like I should have worn a hat though.
You know what? Next time we're gonna have
time?
you situated and ready to go. But I feel like
Yeah.
the gold chain makes up for it.
Yeah,
and
it's
also
nice.
the hand jewelry. I'm sorry, but men can wear rings as well, and you wear them well.
Thank you. You know what? I couldn't do it without APM Monaco. Swear by it.
Really?
Swear by it.
We'll look that up.
Take notes to all those in the crowd that are a fan of Brian's look. Buy the look online. One day he'll have a promo code or something. But damn it, get out there, get out to the races, get
Fabulous.
looking good.
Thank you so
and
much.
enjoy the rest of the day. We've
Yeah.
loved having you on. So fun.
So now we're about 5 o'clock, so about 45 minutes till the main race. Is that true? We'll have to see right here and take this look at the paddock right now. It is absolutely beautiful. And guess what? No rain, guys. I don't know how we have decided to have no rain here in North Miami at Gulfstream Park. Just, 20 minutes away from Hollywood, Florida. And we're going to have this big race. We have so many good horses coming up. And I was actually telling Dan, an older crowd of this horses. We have a lot of 5-year-olds in this top race, which I don't know. I mean, is that older for?
It's a mix. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. This is a lot.
So many good horses.
Yeah. So, the 3-year-olds right now are working on the road to the Kentucky Derby. And by the way, I got to say, great job by both of you there. First of all, the transition is always difficult when somebody switches off and comes on. So wonderful job
Danielle.
Rocky,
That is all
You
Danielle.
had to deal with this rockiness over here. I
Yeah,
was
I'm like
trying to play it off,
falling.
and I
I'm
was like,
about to literally
See,
fall
I'm
over.
sure that this all looks, so glamorous on the other side. And I mean,
Oh, I
we're
was in
having
the
a
dirt.
great time.
That was
A great time in here, period.
I like to-
Dan pouring up the bottles. I just chatted to Brian as he was headed off set, and he was like, I think I can fit this in my jacket. It'll be fine. This can go in there.
I liked what Brian did drinking out of the bottle. So
Woo!
Okay, so I
Dan.
took money out of my purse.
have a little sip of that.
And I just counted my money I brought, and there was this note in my money.
Oh my God. What?
And I
What
don't
is
know
that?
where I brought the money from, but the note says "as a woman."
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Is that
weird? Like I'm not.
Hang
I
on.
don't know.
Hang
It's only
on.
like
we're
60
we're
bucks.
going to have to connect
What I've
this.
been doing.
Maybe that means get her number might be
Guys,
good.
I need
that
to gamble.
That
All right.
seems like a get her number
place
type
bets.
thing.
I have news here. I have to break stuff down here. So first bit of news is Rachel. Even though you just got situated here, you're on the go again.
Great.
Mr. Davidoff wants to see you in the Carousel Club, and I am not joking.
Oh my! You mean I'll get to go back into
So
my
Alex,
friends at the Carousel
Alex is
Club?
waiting for you. You guys are headed over to the Carousel Club.
All right.
We're gonna
well,
scrap the paddock.
I feel like the
But
Carousel Club's
go
wild
on
right
record officially with your pick in case we don't have you on horse racing stuff before the race goes off.
Okay, the three that I like: Proxy, Defunded, Cyberknife.
Okay.
For me, I'm one of those people. I like to look at their bodies in the paddock. I like to see how they're looking because, again, in Breeders'
Oh.
Cup, Rich Strike, I was like, "Holy crap! This
All
horse
muscle.
looks amazing. He's looking fit. He's looking proper fit." And so I don't know, but
Proxy.
on paper, those are the ones that I'm going with.
You mentioned Proxy, right? So we got Proxy coming out of what? The Clark, right? We can look back at how Proxy ran in the Clark. When we come out of this, we'll have a new guest on set. Rachel will be back heading over to the Carousel Club. So let's take a look at the Clark and what Proxy did last night.
Proxy comes wide off the turn. These two head-to-head. Last Samurai third, Folsom fourth and closing. Racing for the 8th pole. West Willpower bracing for Proxy. West Willpower digs in. Proxy surges. Nothing between them with a 16th to go. Proxy on the outside. West Willpower fights on, but Proxy got it.
So that was Proxy there. What do you think of Proxy, Mike?
I've had a soft spot in my heart for Proxy all the last half of last season. I thought at some point he was going to win a Grade 1. You got Joel Rosario, who's going to be up here. He's had a rough couple races. Maybe he can make a tone for what he's done in the last few for me.
I'm drinking out of a bottle here.
You're having a better day than him, let me tell you. So we'll have to see what he's able to do here on Proxy. I think this is going to be really trip dependent. You've seen the best 2 races of Proxy's career, the last 2 races. So we've seen that improve. Entering this race at the right time. I have him in my super. I think he can make some noise here, especially if he's able to trip out and save some ground around both turns, which he should be able to do from the 1 post. The key for Proxy is going to do not get shuffled early. You don't want to be in 8th or 9th. You want to be in 4th or 5th around that first turn. And if he's able to do that, I think he's got a shot to make some noise here.
Okay. So typically on these shows, you do need to hold that. Typically on these shows, it's an ensemble of sort of equally qualified individuals, I would think. On this occasion, I'm surrounded by one guy who won $72,000 last week, and another guy who won a freaking Eclipse Award on Thursday night. So Tom Law joins us here, and by the way, I'm Dan Tordjman, and I try hard. I try as hard as I can.
The best hack game,
and it just doesn't seem to happen for me. But Tom, congratulations on your Eclipse Award.
Appreciate it. Should I say that I would maybe trade the Eclipse Award for the 72 Gs?
We could talk after the show. We can come up with it. There's a number. Right. There's a number on that Eclipse Award.
Well, hey, I mean, yeah, I have it. So
he's a collector. He collects all things, and an Eclipse Award I know is high on his list. We do have a video, I believe. Do we want to show this video, Greg? What is this video? Who is this?
Oh, that was the other night. Yeah.
Oh, he's good at writing. That's what he does. He's a writer.
Yeah. Well, it was a lucky set of circumstances. I guess the story that I wrote, the judges happened to like. So, I'll take it.
Oh, there we go. Mr.
So.
Modesty here.
I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm the greatest writer in the history of horse racing.
It's just in the last year in horse racing.
Yeah. Right. Thank you. I'll take that. Yeah. And hopefully we'll, as soon as you win that one, though, then you got to start working on the next one. So it's it's just like handicapping. There's another race, there's another day. I mean, you got to get going.
And the piece that you wrote, tell us a little bit about it for those who haven't read it,
Sure.
or and the circumstances also pretty crazy.
Yeah, so I won the award for the Preakness story last year that appeared in Mid-Atlantic Thoroughbred magazine. Shout out to Mid-Atlantic Thoroughbred.
Yep.
You have some roots there. I do too.
Love it. Yep.
And it's funny, early voting, of course, won the race. Chad Brown, Jose Ortiz, Klarovich stable. Gotten to know a lot of those guys over the years, covering them quite a bit, at Saratoga, winning, and other races and stuff like that. Coincidentally, I was on your guys' show, Preakness Day.
My favorite part.
Yeah, this is the best part. And I'm on the show, and I came on after Shane Beamer, and I'm sitting there, and I'm on the show, and I'm just like, all right, well, I got a little bit of time to get back across the track, find a good spot to watch the race, get myself in position to kind of do any post-race interviews, et cetera, et cetera. And I go through the tunnel, and they're like, oh, nobody can go. The horses are coming out. Horses are going to the turf course to get saddled. They hold everybody. Like, you can't go back. I can't because it's crowded. Can't go forward. Can't go to the side because the grandstand's closed. So I'm like, all right, guess I'm stuck here. Like, I got to cover this race. Like, maybe.
Yep. Maybe.
Yeah. So lo and behold, I thought about this the other day. I was thinking about you. I was thinking about the show, and you guys were talking about maybe having me on here. And I was like, the last time, that was when I won the award. So let's hold it up a little bit. How many minutes to post here? I mean, just keep me on until, 6 o'clock.
You're not going anywhere. Now you're staying right here because, the farther we can push it, obviously, the better chance we have you winning another one.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, major congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Really exciting for all of us. And especially, anyone who knows you, we're like, we know Tom. It's like we want it ourselves. So just because we know you.
Well,
right?
thank you. I appreciate that.
And it's good. I'm glad that you're sending Greg the other one back because it's long overdue.
So, those of you that don't know, Greg Charcuti and I, who's behind the scenes here, back in 2011, we combined to win a multimedia Eclipse Award for coverage of the Breeders' Cup. Back when, video was kind of a new thing. We were doing video interviews, at least video in terms of
It was called
of
video back then.
Yeah, it was called video.
Yeah.
Interviewing trainers and stuff like that in the backstretch. And really, he did all the work. He did all the editing. He did all the scenic stuff.
Yeah.
All I did was just kind of like talk,
Well, look.
I'd have done like a Stanley Cup thing with the trophy.
Yeah.
We handed it off. He had it for a long time. I've had it now for a long time.
Well, now
I have another one. I'm bringing it back in April when I go down.
Well, humility aside, we need some strong opinions, right? So We've been looking at a couple of different things here. We talked about Proxy for a second. I want to take a look at a horse that I like just for a moment in Defunded. He's a horse that I think is going to go out to the lead. Let's take a look back at the end of the Native Diver stage.
Into the stretch, and Defunded has moved away here. Defunded has opened up by 3 as they arrive at the final furlong. After that, in second is Gojo 1, and then Azul Coast on the outside. Past the 16th pole, and it is Defunded. Defunded strolls home in the Native Diver, much the best. Azul Coast was second.
So as Mike pointed out, I'm apparently not the only one who likes Defunded. Defunded currently 2-1. 2-1 on the board from a 6-1 morning line, so taking a lot of action. I'd like to think it's because of the TV hit I did yesterday when I said I like Defunded that everyone's betting.
Yeah,
but clearly, people making the assumption that Defunded, he's done it from off the pace, but he likes to be near the front end with Irad Ortiz, is going to get to the front. Is that the scenario that we're going to see today? I certainly think it is. Turning to my colleagues here, Tom, what do you think? How do you see the pace unfolding?
This is the kind of race that Bob Baffert wins, right?
Yep.
I mean, shipping in. I'm sure he's back home on the grade 1 couch, like he calls it. He's just chilling out. And he won the race a few years ago. Is it Mucho Gusto or something?
Gusto, yeah.
Same kind of.
He's won this twice.
Similar style. This horse. He's going to be tough. Irad riding lights out. I mean, obviously rode a couple winners already today.
Yep.
He's going to be tough. And like you said, speed. I think that's maybe that's the knock against Proxy if he doesn't get out there. Maybe from the 1, he's the horse I like. But come from behind. You don't want to be too far behind, like you said.
I get the sense Mike is not. You're not totally on board with Defunded.
Not totally on board, no. I mean, we've seen Baffert win this twice, 2017, 2020. He's actually in Arkansas today. He's saddling Arabian Night there for the Southwest, $750,000 stakes race with some Derby points on the board. So he did decide to fly to Arkansas for that instead of come here for the Pegasus. But Defunded is the speed of the speed. The key here for Defunded is going to be, what does Art Collector do? Because Art Collector, right to his outside, has the ability to press and push this horse forward. If Defunded gets loose, he is extremely dangerous in this spot to take the field gate to wire at 2-1. I also think that duel of the outside sets up well for White Abario, who's right now a better price, 8-1 on the board. Last time I saw, getting a little bit of money off that 10-1 morning line. If he's able to sit right behind that speed, make one big run into the turn, I think he's got a big chance of getting the job done as well. But it's all systems go for Defunded today. You got to love that the money is showing up. We're at 2-1 here. Irad Ortiz, already 4 wins on the day. Bob Baffert knows how to ship and win. It makes a ton of sense from a selection.
Let's take a look at some of these odds here. Proxy currently 7-1. The 1-horse Simplification 31-1 has some form over this racetrack. Riding with Biden, very surprising in South Florida at 62-1. White Abario 6-1 off 10-1 morning line. Defunded 2-1. As we mentioned, taking just so much action. Art Collector.
19.
Here's the thing. If Defunded doesn't get out or doesn't go to the lead, Art Collector wins this race, and he's 20-1.
I mean, class. He's got a ton of class.
Yep.
He's good off the layoff. He's always been good off the layoff. Good tactical speed. Bill Mott has him ready. He's not just showing up just to kind of get a prep into him. Mott's the kind of guy. It's like he's here to win.
Absolutely. Look, and
19's a great price.
And you talk about Bill Mott, the trainer that's best represented here is Seffi Joseph Jr. He's got 3 horses. Skippy Longstocking was installed as his favorite at 5-1. Is currently 11-1, the 7-horse. Get Her Number, who I've heard a little bit of buzz around as a horse from off the pace. I don't know if the horse can win, but has some talent, has some ability. 21-1 right now. If the pace gets hot, Get Her Number is an interesting horse to me at 21-1. Last Samurai, I've heard 1 or 2 people mention 50-1. The 9-horse. Cyberknife, you have her favorite, the 10-horse, 8-5. Stiletto Boy, who I do like a little bit to round out your Trier Super, 41-1. Some really good prices here. If you're looking to mock together a little Trier Superfecta, and O'Connor rounds out the field. O'Connor went off at 4-5 last out. It's 24-1 right now.
What's going on? What's going on? The local prep, the Harlan's Holiday. It's a grade 3 race. Skippy Longstocking airs them.
Yep.
And now Skippy Longstocking's 11-1 in the follow-up race. O'Connor, who was 4-5, you're now getting 34-1. And these are the other 2 Saffy horses. We mentioned Saffy has 3 in here. Obviously has White Abario. The other 2, Skippy Longstocking, O'Connor. I could make a pretty good case for either of those horses, especially hitting the board. I think it's going to be tough for O'Connor to win. But I think you can make a good case at 34-1. He's a great horse to use underneath. Skippy Longstocking was my third pick in this race. I think Skippy's got a big shot here. I like this horse later into the Triple Crown season, has been consistently improving. And then that Harlan's Holiday was eye-popping.
Yep.
That was just a really good effort over this track. Seems to be rounding into form at the right time. I would take a shot there 11-1.
So I want to take a look at the Harlan's Holiday in a minute. Before we do, because we're going to do a little set switch.
Absolutely.
Just give us your official, how would you play this race?
I'm gonna box like a couple horses in Exacta.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Proxy. I'm shopping for prices now. So like we were looking around. I mean, look at the prices. I throw Defunded in there. Art Collector's going in there. You convinced me with Skippy Longstock. So I'll do 4. Hope for a price. You know, there's no Mike Maker in here. I was wish if there was a Mike Maker in here, we'd have to use him. So you know, I'll dabble a little bit. I just hit the last Exacta, so I was pretty happy.
I knew
with
you
that,
had a little extra.
I'm gonna
glow.
reinvest.
I saw the glow. I knew it wasn't just the Eclipse Awards.
No, that's gone. That was Thursday. Saturday. Now.
Need new action. All right, Tom Wall.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you so much.
Great to see you guys.
Good luck writing your next Eclipse Award-winning piece on the way to the paddock here.
That'd be something.
Pegasus World Cup. Yeah,
I'll take it.
Good luck. All right, Tom Wall. Thank you. We'll see you soon. We could take a look at the paddock right now because you can see the owners, the trainers, all the folks who are waiting for the horses to come in and you know, make their appearance in the paddock, size them up here, last chance before they head on out for the $3 million Pegasus World Cup. They're in the paddock there. As I mentioned, I did want to take a look real quick at the Harlan's Holiday to kind of get a sense for some of what Mike was discussing. So let's take a look back at that one.
Less than a quarter of a mile to go to the first finish line. Simplification given the green light to try to go get Skippy Longstocking, who made first run and has the lead. Back at the inside, Pioneer of Medina, not today for O'Connor. 1/8 of a mile to go. Skippy Longstocking still has the lead. Simplification is trying, but he's not making any ground. It's Skippy Longstocking to win it by 2 in the end.
Oh, another set switch. What do we know? So that was the Harlan's Holiday Stakes. Do you handicap hardcore? What's your
I'm going with Skippy Longstocking.
Are
I just
you?
heard the last segment, so I think that's the one I'm going to pick.
I didn't even
Oh my
know
gosh,
we
that's
were
what my
on
friends
Skippy
are picking as
Longstocking.
well.
There you go. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Skippy Longstocking, really, for you look up at the board. I mean, it's 11-1, 10-1
I can't see
right
that
now.
far.
I feel like everyone has good
I didn't
odds, though.
I just made that number
No,
up.
I was like, wait, really? I feel like everyone has good odds right now.
So, Stacey Clark Rogers, you are here with the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance. You've been on a number of our shows. We've done a lot of stuff with you over the years. This is an especially exciting time. First, let me play the video, and then I want you to talk about it. What's going on with the TAA right now? So let's play the video.
Okay, great.
All right, Danielle, I think, is bidding right now.
Guys.
Apparently on her phone.
The line was too long at the wager station.
The wager station?
The wager station.
Oh, is that what they're calling
That's
it
what
these
it's called.
days?
And it was the one where I had to do it myself, and I go, I don't know how to do that myself. No way.
So, Stacey, we saw you guys have an auction live right now. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so we kicked off this last year. It's a VIP auction, experience auction. That's a thing. Everybody wants to have experiences and great ones, and racing has so many great experiences. So we put together sort of a whole group of them with the assistance of lots of the racing entities like Keeneland and Del Mar and Churchill and Pegasus and Preakness. And so people can go online for the next, I think it's left up for another 7 days. February 3rd is our dead end date. And they can bid on these great experiences. Breeders' Cup gives us an amazing package. It's all inclusive. So some really good things when people want to be able to do that.
And tell us what the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance is. I think, Danielle, you'll be interested in this. We've talked about this a number of times, what horse racing is due to take take care of the horses once their careers are over. What is the TAA?
So the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance is an industry initiative. So it was started by the industry to sort of have oversight and funding opportunities for the horses and the organizations that look after the horses after racing. So the TAA accredits these groups. We spend a lot of time going and looking at the horses, checking out the farms, making sure there's a great job being done. All of our groups are top shelf, and we just make sure that we can find second homes and second careers for these horses. And thoroughbreds are amazing. They can do everything from, going to horse shows and doing wonderful things like that, which everyone expects, but then they're really great with equine assisted therapy. So they do lots of great things. And of course we have great sanctuaries like Old Friends.
We as we stand, should give people an update. How many minutes? Could you guys see how many minutes? I think we're like 15 minutes to the race, Pegasus World Cup.
You've got 19 minutes to the 13.
19 minutes,
I can
great.
see that.
Oh, we have so much time.
So much.
The website's on the bottom of the screen. If you want to make a, if you want to bid, thoroughbredaftercare.org/off to the races. You could also donate to the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance there. Hard transition to Rachel. If you can hear us, give us that thumbs up. Can she hear us? She looks a little choppy, but I think we're going to bring her in anyway. Okay. So here's Rachel. Rachel is in the are you familiar with the Carousel Club?
Oh, went over there today already.
I
Yeah,
love when everyone talks about the Carousel Club.
A
And you're like, I've been.
A lot of good things over there.
A lot of good things happening. Rachel's going to show us some of the good things that are happening at the Carousel Club right now with about 18 minutes to postage to the Pegasus World Cup. Take it away. What's going on, Rachel?
So as you can tell, the atmosphere is really heating up over here, and part of that is due in part to the cigar theme rolling off of this crowd, all thanks to David Off. I'm here with Eddie and Lana. We're with David Off, and I'm just curious to talk to you guys and hear about how this event has been for you guys, what makes the David Off cigar special, because again, I came around here earlier and I said, this all smells like nice cigars. I've been around cigars my whole life, and this stuff smells like. So what makes David Off cigars different?
You first? Oh, goodness.
This marketing.
But we all have our, answers.
I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
I love it. I've been like a big enjoyer of cigars for, I don't know, a decade.
As you can see, enjoying
But
them.
it's just so much fun with the lifestyle, right? So we're here at Pegasus. The energy's fantastic. People are betting. Like, you just feel it in the crowd and energy. And people want to celebrate. So you celebrate with a fine cigar. And why not have a doubt about it? So we love to be here. This is our second year here at the races. And it's so much fun.
And for those of you that are not at Pegasus but planning to be at Preakness, I know for a fact that you guys will be there as well. And to kind of demonstrate in how to light and cut the perfect cigar, we've got our main man Eddie over here with Davidoff. So walk us through it. So what kind of cigar is this? I saw that there was 2 different colors of wrappers on this cigar.
There are. So, different color wrapper signifies different flavor profile.
Okay.
A lot of people, a big misconception is the darker it is, the stronger it is. That's absolutely not true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would have been one of those people that had that misconception.
90% of people would know that, right? So that's really more about a flavor profile. So this is technically called a Connecticut wrapper, right?
Okay.
The seed is from Connecticut, grown in Ecuador.
Okay.
We're gonna get really technical here, but the point of this wrapper is the flavor that it creates is very creamy and buttery and light. So I like to call it the non-invasive tobacco.
Okay.
So you still get all the super premium flavors of tobacco with the creamy, the buttery, the walnuts, the cedar, all that stuff, which goes great with we're not drinking right now, but like champagne.
we
were. So for me, everybody has their own process. I like to think about, well, what am I drinking? Because I drink when I smoke.
Yes, as a lot of people tend to do.
Right. So with that, I want to match those flavors. I'm currently drinking champagne, not in the video, right behind the video. Then I picked the cigar, the Davidoff Grand Cru. It's one of our incredible cigars, one of our top cigars, signature cigars of ours.
Okay. And now walk us through is this already cut?
This is not cut, but I am going to cut it.
Yeah.
And
Let's light it up, baby.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go.
So I cut just off the top, not too much. I want to create airflow.
Okay.
Like that.
Now we've
torque.
got.
Just it up a little bit.
Very nice. And there we go. Perfect to go with your fine glass of champagne, a Davidoff cigar, and I hope that you all are enjoying these back on set as well. Thank you guys so much.
Rachel, wait.
I need to
You need to hold them there. Hold them for a second.
Okay, we're holding you guys.
We need to ask him. What is the strategy on lighting? Because it seems like he did something there. Did he roll it? What did he do? Because Danielle's about to smoke.
Okay,
the first
they
cigar.
want to know what the strategy is on lighting. If you've never smoked a cigar before, is it just to torch the whole back end? Because this is with an electric lighter, correct? A true torch. They do have matches over here to light cigars with, but
Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna say the romantic way to light it is with matches, cedar matches. There's a lot of wind. So I love a great butane torch. What it does is it toasts evenly, as you can see. We got a nice even toast, so it's not like crazy. If you use like a regular lighter, you're gonna have a different type of gas, and that alters the flavor of tobacco. This is clean gas, so it does not alter the flavor of the cigar. You want to toast it nice to where it turns white, and enjoy it. It's got a great even burn on it.
So that's the trick for you, Danielle. A butane lighter and just torch that little SOB.
We don't have that. We're gonna have to improvise out here.
Yeah, you guys can improvise on set, and just make sure that when you're lighting it with the lighters, you're getting kind of the full rotisserie chicken effect on the backside of the cigar.
Okay.
But I can tell you.
I've never heard it described that way.
I like it. I like
Right? Am I wrong? Did I lie?
So it's a team effort.
Anna and Eddie, you guys are incredible.
Appreciate it.
And thank you for keeping the vibe and ambiance and scent of the Carousel Club so refined, sophisticated. Smells like money in here. Hopefully it does back on set as well.
Rachel, you're the best. Thank you. Thank you for that. All right, we're gonna give it a shot
Going
here.
first?
No, you're going first, but I'm gonna light it for you. As here, yes, Stacy's holding. I mean, this really is a team effort.
But you have to turn the volume down.
Do I?
That's right.
Oh, I guess I should. That would make sense.
Okay, so do I hit go like that?
Oh wow, they're really zoomed in tight on this. Do you want go a little high? Oh, wait, you're gonna go here?
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna like twist. You're gonna turn. You like twist it a little bit to twist the cigar.
I need to come out a little bit. So you can see this, guys. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, so twist it.
Wait, go
Do
a
I
little
s-
tighter. Go a little
Do
tighter.
I suck on it while you light it?
I'm done.
Okay, light it.
I'm done.
Okay,
I'm
good.
done. All right, go.
Views are through the roof.
Yeah. Wow, amazingly, we're peaking. Okay.
So
All
do
right.
I-
All right. I'm gonna try to get it everywhere. Rotate the. Well, you gotta put it in your mouth.
Oh.
That's the key here. Yeah. So wait, turn it. Don't inhale. Keep turning it. Keep turning it. There we go. There we go. Keep turning it. All right. I think we got good coverage there. Wait. Oh, what? Oh, wait. Is it lit?
No.
Okay. Let's try it again.
Guys, that shot is too close. Okay, do it again. I'm getting this.
Okay.
ready?
Go ahead. You ready?
Yeah, go.
This takes me back to like high school. It certainly wasn't a cigar that we were lighting back then, though. Okay. Wait, don't inhale it. Oh, God. Are you okay? Oh, I think that means you've got it.
Guys,
All right. There you go. Good stuff. Give it up for Danielle. I'm gonna try it.
Not like red. It's a little windy right there. Not bad. It's supposed to taste like something? Oh, look at you. It's supposed to taste like something? What are you thinking?
Brian.
Oh, I got mine going. Guys. Oh my God.
We suck at this. But this is great, actually. In terms of cigars, I didn't like just naturally choke right off the bat.
Oh, God, it went in my eye.
Are you just gonna keep smoking this? All right. Hey, Stacy, how are you? Hey, cigars. How great. This is exactly what you signed up for.
No worries. It's a good thing I love you.
So look, the horse. Oh
The
yeah, that's a
horses
good look.
are-
That's a
yeah,
good
there
look.
you go.
Oh wait, you gotta get a tight shot on that. You gotta get her doing that. That's the commercial for Davidoff right there.
I teared.
Yeah, that's not helping.
Take a look at the horses, by the way.
Where's
They're
the
right behind
horses?
us. I really hope you're not inhaling.
Riders up.
Don't forget you got to hold this too.
Yeah. Guys, I had one puff of a cigar and I forgot where I am. All right, where's White Barrio?
So White Barrio is number 4.
Way on the other side.
So it'll be on the
They'll
other
come
side
around.
now.
Where they come?
Oh, looks like they're going out. No,
Go
he's going
straight
out right
out.
now.
Yeah,
White Barrio is actually going out to the track right now.
Guys, it just doesn't stay lit. Let's invent something that keeps cigars lit.
Let's do
That's
that.
part of the whole thing.
I think it's like smoking it constantly will keep it lit.
I know,
yeah.
but yours is lit. Make mine
Well, that's
better.
because I took like massive puffs of it.
Do you have COVID? You could do mine. Will you do mine for me? Will you do
Only if I
mine?
have COVID. Can I do it? All right, hold this one.
Oh, God.
By the way, in the comments, can
You
hold
put
it?
so much saliva
I got
on
it,
yours.
I got it.
Well, I'm gonna, okay, hold on one second. The comments, by the way.
The comments are
Dan,
wild.
please switch hits with
Poxy.
Danielle.
Epoxy win. You know Proxy? Poxy.
Yeah.
So they think Proxy's going to win. My dad in Spanish, I think, is
Yeah.
having some drinks.
Also, we can see.
Irad,
Fisherman.
my dad has never
Stop.
spoken Spanish in his life. Okay, switches. Oh, okay. Well,
Hot hair. I can't take it off.
that's the shoe. Wait, did my dad just copy this and put it in there?
Yeah.
You just said the same thing. All right, simplification. All right, let me try to light this for Danielle.
Simplification. Yeah, I mean, I'm going with White Barrio and Defunded.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to pick 3, who would you? See, you're in there. See, and you, wow, look at that.
Okay. Here, let me
You're
dry
in
this
that.
off
It's
for
okay
you.
at this
All right, there you
point.
go. At this point, right?
Oh, here we go.
Oh yeah. I didn't ask her if she had COVID somehow. Yeah.
Well, you go like straight on with it.
Okay. There you go.
Really aggressive, the smoke. I feel like it's not cute. I feel like I'm holding it. How do you hold it?
Davidoff must be thrilled
How do
with
you
the
hold it?
sponsorship.
Like
I'll tell you
this?
that much. This couldn't be going any better for them.
I feel like I'm not like Snoop Dogg.
Snoop.
Like I just really want to be like Snoop
There's
Dogg.
time. We're going back to the Carousel Club. So anyway, look, guys, we want to hear who you like. Simplification, Stiletto Boy for the exotics, White Barrio, White Barrio.
I'll tell you what, I looked White Barrio in the eyes yesterday, and that horse is ready.
Art Collector. We have the video of that when you were with him.
Run
Let me
that
see.
back if White Barrio wins. Me and this haze. Listen. Back in 1999, me and White Barrio.
Cyberknife. Look, Cyberknife makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah,
so,
Gunrunner won this race before too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cyberknife makes the most sense, but we're looking for a long shot.
Okay.
We're looking for a price.
This is
So-
like the part of the
favorite
live
for
stream
sure.
my mother logs on. She hasn't watched any of the other things. She's like, what?
That's my daughter.
Thank God my grandma doesn't have
That's my daughter.
YouTube.
All right, let's do this. Stacy, let's bring Mike back in for a second.
I'm happy to go
But
back.
before you go, tell us one more time about the auction, where people can bid, and how they can support TAA.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone can bid on the TA website for sure. If you want to memorize everything else, we've got it on Instagram, everywhere. And good experiences like today, the Pegasus. We have our VIP auction winners here today. We're the last event of 2022, and so yeah, we're going forward with this year. And if you want to come see the Pegasus in 2024, it's online.
Get there, bid, support, and again, you're supporting the TAA,
Yeah,
so you
so
win there.
get supporting the
and then you
horses.
potentially
Yeah.
have a great experience as well. on top.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Stacy.
All right,
Thanks,
we'll see you later.
thanks for dealing
Good luck with
us.
the good luck
Appreciate
with the
it.
cigar
Appreciate
thing.
it. Appreciate it.
Most chaotic segment for you.
So we've got now. Is that yours?
Can you pass me my rosé, please? It just
Is it not
pairs
that
well
one?
with because we
Are you sure?
switched.
Oh, you
Yeah.
switched? Okay. Here's
This is
that.
Rachel's if she wants to get in here.
Look at your cash roll.
Listen,
Rachel.
let me tell you about
Rachel, hang
cigars.
with us. Like just come.
Yeah.
There's no seat. Oh, you want to bring a seat over?
No, you want to bring Sarah? Let me tell you about cigars. It's harsh on the throat. It's kind of like knives.
Yeah,
But a hell of a
Mike, would you like
cigar
some?
by Davidson.
Really selling it to me here. would you like some knives? No, I'm good.
Oh, we're actually doing in it. This is like so meta right now. All right. It's all happening right now. Like there are some people who love us right now, and some people who hate us. I think the people who hate us would love it if you gave us your final thoughts on who to bet in the Pegasus World Cup?
It's a wide open field. I mean, this is one of those races where it's tough to pick a horse on top. But my biggest opinion is Cyberknife is a horse you got to try and pass on here. Price is just a little bit too short on the 10 horse. It's a tough post for Cyberknife. He's been in 4 straight races where I don't think any of them are good enough to win this race if the horses show up for it. So for me, you want to try and pass on Cyberknife here. I still think White Barrio sitting there at 6-1 is a nice price on the board. We know the horse loves the track. You get Tyler Gaffleon back. Saffie Joseph, excellent here in Florida. Should get the setup as well. You've got Art Collector and Defunded, the 5 and the 6 that should go. We should see White Barrio sit right behind, and he should get first run around that far turn. If he does, I like that 6-1 price.
White Barrio. You guys are on the
What?
same
How
page?
does Tyler do for you?
Are we all in the shot? Are we all in? Are you in? Let's squeeze in.
I'm
just a
going with
touch.
him. I'm going with him. Yeah, we're coming. Yeah, we're coming. Come on. I know. Yeah, like I said, I do feel like because I saw White Barrio yesterday, I am favoriting him. But he is a great. I mean, you and the handicapper have both chose him. I'm kicking something down
You
here.
and the handicapper.
You and the handicapper. She was sweet. God, Tyler, I need something from Tyler here. I really do.
T-Gaff rode White Barrio in the Florida Derby.
But Defunded, I mean, I would even maybe put Defunded as a win place bet. So, but yeah, I've put them together. How about you?
I don't know. I kind of side with a little bit earlier. As I said earlier, I liked Proxy. I liked Defunded. And I like the idea of Cyberknife. I know that when I attended Travers Stakes, everybody that was there on ground, specifically journalists, were all rooting for Cyberknife. They were like, he looks so great. He's in top form. And this is his last race before he goes to stud. So in a big way, this race holds a lot of value, not just in purse money, but what they can ask for a stud fee when he goes to stud in a month.
True.
And again, I know that I made a TikTok about it. Keep up, y'all. About how Gunrunner, Cyberknife's sire, won this race when the purse was $16 million. It's $3 million this year, which is nothing to bat an eye at. Or, sorry, nothing to... You get what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's the cigar smoke in your eye.
She's been to the Carousel Club.
Yeah.
She's been to the Carousel Club.
You've been carousel clubbed.
I will say, I had a couple puffs of that cigar, and
you're feeling it.
a little bit. What's
Everyone's
that about? What is it about?
You mentioned Gunrunner. That's when it was 16 million. We have a video here just to take a look back at the last 3 winners of the Pegasus World Cup. So let's check that out.
Mucho Gusto comes to the 8th pole, opening up to lead by 4. And back into second is Mr. Freeze on the inside. Then Bodie Express, Diamond Hoops, War Story running on late. Mucho Gusto in the Pegasus World Cup. He won it by 5 lengths.
Final 16th of a mile. It's all about Knicks Go. Knicks Go makes it 4 in a row. A Breeders' Cup, a Pegasus World Cup, and a slam dunk. He won by 2.5. Less than an eighth of a mile from home. Life is Good is looking good. Life is Good and Irad Ortiz Jr. They ran him off their feet in the Pegasus. Life is Good on cloud 9. He won by 3 over Knicks Go in second.
All right, so those were the last 3. Who is it going to be now? Let me get rid of this echo. Who is it going to be now? I'm going to go make my bets. You said your dad's running your bets for you right now, right?
Yeah, that's the beauty of having your father here with you. You just give him some cash. He runs up to the window. You don't have to worry about anything.
Now, a good friend of ours, Chase, of ABRs, he has a lot of money on O'Connor. What are we thinking about O'Connor? I feel it's possibly overlooked. A Chilean horse, Javier is
Castellano.
on. Yeah, he's on there. I don't know much about him, but Chase keeps telling me if O'Connor hits, he's taking us all out.
Oh.
So yeah, that's what he's told us. So we'll see. Who are you placing right now? He's
So
over here.
I just did a $1 trifecta box, 1, 4, 5,
Who are you
11.
using to bet?
So
who's your preferred?
Well, it's First Bet, of course,
First
/
Bet.
Express Bet. So First Technology. So making my bets online. You can make them from your phone. If you're wherever you're watching from, you can bet right now. It says, okay, I guess I haven't refreshed this. For how many minutes we got? We got about a minute to post. So
Oh, really? That close?
yeah, so I mean, get your bets in now. I'm also gonna. It's like I wanted to bet Defunded to win, but I can't bet Defunded to win at 2-1. So
And if
I don't know what I
you-
do at this point.
Where can everyone at home watch? This is on NBC?
NBC or Peacock if you want to watch the race. Obviously, keep us up alongside. We'll be talking through the race.
It's
and then we'll give you
2023. You have multiple screens.
multiple screens. So.
Well, if you want to make some money and you want to put the funded on top, you key them in a trifecta, right? So you put the 5 on top and you take prices you like underneath. I think that the 4-horse Way to Barrio is a good price underneath. Skippy Longstocking, the 7-horse offers some value underneath. We just mentioned O'Connor, the 12-horse, who's what 43, 35, somewhere in that range.
Now, yeah.
25. So it's starting to take a little bit of money. Was 4-5 last time, running over this exact same track. So you're getting a much bigger price if you want to throw O'Connor underneath. For me, I like the funded on top. I like Way to Barrio on top. I played 4-5 with 4-5-7 with 4-5-7 in a try. Try and put
five, 9 to 5 right now. Is this a dumb bet? 4-5 with 4-5-7 with all $40.
So okay. Yes, if you don't bet anything else with it.
Okay.
So one thing I say to everybody, if you want to be better at betting, if you show me all of your tickets and I cannot tell you what horses you like in what order in the specific race, you're making a mistake betting.
Okay.
So if you bet 4-5 with 4-5-7 with all, but then you also show me a 4-5 with 4-5-7 with 1-4-5-7, then essentially you're pressing your opinion on the horses that you like. And you're also giving yourself a little more coverage with the rest of the field based on the horses you like in the first and second spot. So then, yes, it's a good wager. As long as there's that secondary wager to back it up, that shouldn't be your only bet in the race.
Okay, well, here, help me do my secondary wager here. So I did that one, and now we're going to do the secondary wager. 4-5.
I'm sure if we asked Ann's wife, he would say she definitely presses his opinion. Quite frankly.
Okay.
No shocking.
Yeah.
With 1-4-5-7, is that what we said?
Who are your 4 horses you like the most?
Yeah, I mean, I like Stiletto on the back end.
So chuck out the 1 and add the 11.
Yeah, I do like Proxy though for finishing 3rd as well.
Well, you got to make decisions here, Dan. You can't. I like them all. That doesn't work. It's not how that's how you make money.
You like Proxy though. I think you're messing up. You like Proxy.
I have talked to you about Proxy.
You could bet another race. No.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let me do this with the 11. I'm going to go with the 11. I'm going to go with Stiletto because I think Stiletto Boy finishes 3rd. I really do. So I'm going to go with that. All right, that bet's in. And that's it. We're good to go. You've got your bets in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you bet? Did you end up going?
You are putting my bets in
okay.
for me.
Yes. All right.
And only if I win am I paying up entry fees.
Daddy Dan, right? You got 20.
This is how it works. Yeah.
You got,
Money.
Can we make that same deal, Dan?
Okay.
You got 26 bucks to play with. Go.
Okay. I like Proxy defunded and Cyberknife, but honestly, last Samurai, Frankie Dettori.
Okay.
And if I'm recalling correctly, for context on me, I used to work as a vet tech, and I believe Lady Samurai, his dam, is one of the mares that we did vet work on back when I was a technician.
Okay.
So
use Last Samurai. How do you want to bet it though?
Okay, I want to do a box trifecta, and I'm sticking with my guns of Proxy, Defunded, and Cyberknife.
Oh, but you got to use Last Samurai, right?
Well, okay, then should I do a box?
You just spoke about Last Samurai for like 3 minutes.
Then yeah.
So that's 4
box super.
4 horses, but you could do it for a try. I mean, that's it. You could try box 3 of them. Do you want to do it for $1?
Okay. Yes.
All right, that's $24. That's 3 White Claws if this loses.
Okay. All right. I will pay you. I promise.
Okay.
But only in White Claws, not in cash.
So your trifecta box is going to be locked in right now. It's the 1 Proxy, the 5 Defunded, the 9 Last Samurai, and the 10 Cyberknife. This is literally going to be the only ticket that hits on this table. You realize that?
I mean, you know what? I just surrender.
I want, she said. So now, you want something?
Yeah. Do you have enough
I
money
gotta
in the
deposit
account?
more money?
I can, yeah. But I'll give you cash. I'll give you
Daddy
cash.
Dan, I'll take something too.
I just want,
unbelievable.
I want the 4 and the 5.
What do you want to do? An exacta box? Do you want 4 or 5
And
straight?
can it be? I don't know. I just know it'll be 1 and 2.
In any order?
I don't know that. I don't know the order.
All right, so let me do a $10 exacta box for you. 4 and 5.
4 and 5. Yeah.
This
I
is
feel
2
good
and a
about
half
that.
White Claws.
Okay, yeah. It's a lot of White
Left?
Claws. Is that your drink of
Yeah,
choice?
what do you need?
How much you got left here?
What do you need?
I got it right here.
I got $4 left for you. What do you want to do with it?
$4 super.
I got it right
Straight
here.
super?
Straight super, baby.
Okay.
4571.
4571. I like it. Let's
That is
go.
half a White Claw.
Oh,
We'll
wait.
split a White Claw later.
We're wild.
I just put them all
Wow.
there. Are they going into the gate right now?
Guys, I'm gonna wake up in the morning
Yeah,
and
we
my
got
voice,
about
my
3
throat's
in
gonna
right
hurt
now. You got
so
time.
bad from
You
that.
got this.
$4 straight super.
4571.
Like they're at
Oh
the
my God,
gate.
look at
you
this.
All
guys.
right.
Lock it in, Dan.
All right, we're locking it in. We're locking it in. Oh, that's amazing. I wish he was here, honestly. We have a friend here messaging us. All right, so it's post time for the Pegasus World Cup. $3 million on the line. We're going to be watching the race here behind us. So let's go wide and watch the race here. And if you want to watch it on a screen, you could pull it up on NBC or Peacock.
Not the best day for me to have the biggest hat possible.
All right, I'm putting the cigar out. Hopefully this doesn't-
Okay, I got yellow.
Throw it up right like that.
On there?
No, go like
Or in there? Oh, just like that. That's a good. Thank you. Thank you for your logic.
That's what I'm here for.
All right, Mike, give us your sort of live
Guys, you
commentary.
know
of
how
what's
you know
happening
you
at the
need
table.
glasses is in this moment.
Can't see it?
Oh my God.
All right, well, Mike's going to help.
We'll try. Yeah, so we expect here the 5 to go to the lead, defunded. The 6 Art Collector probably going to want to go right to the top as well. That
Is that Cyberknife?
That
or?
is the 12, 11, 12. That's the 12. So
No, the 11.
Oh, that's the 11, yeah.
As we
So
all
what?
look back.
Yeah,
Stiletto Boy. The last
Oh my
thing
gosh.
I thought he was going to close.
That's who Alexis bid.
So you got White Abarro sitting on the rail there. It looks like defunded and looks like you're going to see defunded and the 6-horse Art Collector are going to
Can
be
you
up
pull it up
second
on
and
your
third there.
computer? Or no?
They got to be going at a pretty good clip here. I mean,
This is fast.
with how fast they went out early there, you got to think they're going pretty quick. I love White Abarrio's spot. Sitting right now,
here
right
we
behind the
go.
pace. We'll see if he's able to hold on toward the lane.
Where's White Abarrio?
He's third. He's on the rail. He's right there.
Yeah, he's a good spot for White Abarrio.
Just pulled it up here, too, so we could watch it here.
Stiletto Boy
a
needs
little
to
easier.
stop it. Oh, I hate when they give that angle. I hate that angle.
You can't really tell who's who, right? Unless you know all the silks, the jockey
That's some
silks.
Naira angle. I'm not say that. They always do that at Belmont, doesn't it?
So 23 and 3, 47 and 4, not bad.
Fun to come in.
Look, is White Abarrio? I can't. No, White Abarrio still got a little sign.
Abarrio, wait,
Look at
where is
Stiletto Boy battling.
Well, keep an eye on Skippy Longstocking here, going
Skippy
4
Lawson
wide.
getting the setup. Yeah.
Tyler's not coming from that far in the back. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, oh.
It's
How about
still
Stiletto Boy still there?
It's still Stiletto Boy. You got the funded and Art Collector right behind. Cyberknife starting to make
It's
a move
setting
there
up
in
for
that
Art
second
Collector.
pace.
This is Art Collector.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's getting to those top 3 right now. That's
Art
Art Collector
Collector.
just opening
15
up on
to
the
1.
field. Last Samurai trying to run up into
Last
second.
Samurai might run second.
Art Collector.
The Art Collector over defunded.
You've
The
got
one thing I was
to
right
be
about,
kidding
Stiletto
me.
Boy finished third.
Yes, that is true. Stiletto Boy finished third, and Cyberknife nowhere to be found.
How about that? No Cyberknife, no
Art
White
Collector.
Abarrio. I mean, really, your logicals were out of the mix with the exception of the funded. And Art Collector,
Oh my
there's no
gosh.
way in the world you could have envisioned the race unfolding like that. That was literally
A Bruce
no way.
Lunsford
You had
horse.
Stiletto Boy on the lead, defunded behind him,
Gosh.
and then
Art Collector out of
coming from
nowhere.
off
We
the
need to see
pace.
the we need to see the
it's
refund.
wild that he was able to get the job done there, considering that trip.
Last
Yeah,
Samurai
last
fourth.
Samurai runs.
Yep.
But basically,
Why
the 3
Navarro?
speeds end up 1, 2, 3. So they went in a merry-go-round around the whole thing. You had the 11 go right out to the lead. You saw defunded in second. Art Collector sitting there in third. We end up going 6, 5, 11. Bill Mott, have yourself a day.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, have yourself a day, Bill Mott. I think this
Wow.
is going to be his 3rd or 4th winner on the card. A couple really nice performances and taking down the Pegasus World Cup here for $1.8 million for Art Collector. Just a phenomenal race and got a monster price on this horse as
Yeah.
well.
15 to 1.
Junior Alvarado ran a great race.
And he just picked up his 2000th win. He's been red hot. So Junior, another win for him.
2000?
2,000 wins for Junior Alvarado.
Oh, that's incredible.
Greg, we're gonna go wide here on this shot here whenever you get a chance. yeah. We're just going
okay,
back
I like
wide.
that.
It's all good. All right, in the chat.
Art Collector.
I told you 5-6 cold. Okay, so this is
Who?
my dad.
Yeah.
Let's see if he bet it. Did he bet it? Oh, I hit the trifecta.
Oh.
Wait, what?
I won the super
won the
tip.
What?
I want to know
Honestly, Alexis today, my friend that's come to 4 races said, "Is Dad's Dan going to be there today?"
Yeah.
I love gambling with Dad's Dan.
So Dad's Dan is definitely a product of
Dan's
the
dad.
cigar.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Everyone loves Dad's Dan. Okay, here's the question: did you hit this super because of Rachel's Summer Rae? Because I did not have that horse at all. None of us had that horse. As posted, Stiletto Boy finished 3rd. I didn't know I had the same guarantee as JD, but I was on the same
There you
page.
go.
I'm literally on TV yesterday saying,
"Wow,
use this horse," but that's not. I didn't expect him to be on the lead. Certainly,
all
You went
Stiletto
on
Boy. Good try.
TV and said use Stiletto Boy, and then you didn't bet.
Check out my
Stiletto Boy?
Twitter. I used him for 3rd,
Oh,
but I didn't have the horse who finished 1st.
Yeah.
So I win nothing. But apparently, my dad saw my stupidity. Oh, here's the response. That's why he used the horse. Rachel, he owes you some money.
How much did he win?
This super's gonna pay.
He's gonna pay a couple bucks. Yeah.
Wait. You hit this might be the largest ticket my dad's ever hit in his life. You hit this for 10 cents, $1, 50 cents. Tell us more information. And the try. 50 cents, $1. I need to know more. He's usually a 10 cent, 50
Pull
cent.
up an express bet on how much the exacta pays.
This is because I mean,
didn't know you could do 10 cents.
Yeah, wire me some money because I just literally bought everybody tickets
No,
here,
here's
and I've got
mine.
no
Whoa,
money.
White Claws on Dan's dad, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Let him buy the White Claws tonight. Let's see. Okay, so we've got the feed here. We're going to read you the payments as soon as they're
I
posted
think we need
live.
to have your dad on.
I mean, this thing's
Can
gonna pay.
Can somebody get him a link? Can somebody send him a link?
No, or like next time we do the broadcast, he needs to come sit with us.
Now is the time. He's probably in like his t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
and, like sweating.
Yeah.
And just stressed out.
How much did
Now
he
is when you
win?
want him.
Do we have a Scrooge?
No, super sorry. What do you mean? What a tease. Oh, come on. So he didn't hit the super. So the super for a dime here has got to pay at least $5,000.
What?
We would have need to run like the Scrooge McDuck jumping into his
What
like
would the-
treasure.
what's
That's
the-
what it would
what
have been
does the
like for that
super
10-cent super
It's the
there. It would
first
have been
4
wild.
finishers.
Oh.
So if he had it for 10 cents, that'd be about. I would think
Well,
in this kind of race, it's $5,000.
16 to 1 over 5 to 2 over
Yeah.
40
you
to 1
might as
over
well
50
just have
to
a
1.
bunch of supers then
Yeah.
for 10 cents.
I mean, it doesn't always work out like that.
If
but
he's
yeah.
got the
didn't know
try,
that.
you're
That's
looking
great.
at
I'm
you're
doing
looking at
supers
6 to
next
7,000.
I'm guessing he betted for 50 cents.
Wait, so if you do a super for
boys do
10 cents,
11.
are you only, how much are you paying? 40 cents?
So if you're doing, you could basically bet a 10-cent super if you use 4 horses that you box. Wait, I won. Sorry. What is he? Is he? What are you doing? What are you doing to us? We're the ones drinking.
Yeah, he's flustered. He's flustered. He won a lot of money. He's
Let me
flustered
get him
right
on the
now.
line.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna call him. We're gonna get him
We
on the
have to
line.
call
Hold on.
him.
Papa Tordjman coming in here.
Oh,
coming in
yeah,
hot.
we're getting it on speaker.
Wait till we
Let's see.
tell Alexis. Alexis loves him.
Because if he hit the super, I mean, he hit for 10,000 here between
Wait,
the
but
two
so how
bets.
much did he pay
easily.
for
If
one
he's got the
super
try and the
ticket? Though,
super,
is
you're
what I'm
looking at
asking.
So you could box 4 horses.
It
For,
costs $2.40 for
$2.40.
10 cents.
And win $5,000.
Yeah, we'll see how much it pays. All right, so here we go.
No.
He's about to be on speaker. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Hello? Hey.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm sorry. I just sent you my tickets. Could you look at them because I cannot look at
You
them.
want me to look at your tickets? You can't look at them?
Yeah.
He's
I
too
just-
scared to look at them right now.
I just sent you a text. Could you look at your text on your phone?
Yeah, I'm going to look at them on my phone. Hold on, we're pulling it up. All right, here are the tickets.
Riveting here.
5-6 with 5-6-10 with all. With 1-3-5. He actually bet this
11
incredibly well.
Yeah, that's a
5-6
phenomenal
on
ticket.
top.
Yeah.
With 5-6-10 with 1-3-5-6-10-11 with all.
That super's good, yeah.
You hit that super. Is that? I'm assuming that's a dime, right?
Try key box
And
is
you
good.
hit the try key. Oh no, you didn't have the 9 in the try key. Wait.
the 9 finished
Oh, you don't.
fourth.
Wait, so you have the try.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the try for 50 cents in the try key box, and you have $1 exacta box here on the pictures that you sent me. So yeah, you probably just hit for 10,000. I don't want to. All right. So
Oh my
listen,
God.
you know my bank.
10,000?
You know my routing number. You have it?
What? Whoa. Hey.
Thank you. He said. Wait, you want to thank Rachel?
All right. Thank you, Rachel.
You're welcome.
All right. How much are you sending her?
Whatever she wants.
Whatever she wants, he said.
I'll take the whole purse.
All right. Love you. We'll talk soon.
Crazy.
All right. Bye. All right. All right. That's exciting.
Wow.
Have
I
yourself
didn't
a
know
day.
that. I'm
Like
doing
this-
supers from now on. I'm doing.
Every time you come, you see
What's your
something. You're
Dan?
like, wait,
What's your dad's name?
Max.
I'm doing Max Supers now on.
That works. Yeah.
So cheap. I didn't know that. For
Literally
such a
the only
high...
one in the comments, right? We have like hundreds of people watching. He's the only one commenting. Everyone's like, what is going on? All right, so is it official? All right, let's look at these payouts. I'm excited. I mean, I don't want to be disappointed, but let's see what these payouts are. He is a very conservative bettor, my dad.
Love that.
And so to hit this is pretty big.
A phenomenal ticket structure.
Right,
Just give him some credit on that super.
Yeah.
Like really well played there.
50-cent trifecta, $1,197. 10-cent super, $4,335.90.
A $6,000 payday right there. You had the exacta too.
And he bet in total these bets. Oh wait, and I didn't include the exacta. In the exacta, he picked up another $80 for $1. He bet here $30.
$80.
I'm guessing that's probably a $30 ticket.
Right around there.
He bet $72 and he won $6,500. That's not bad.
That's
good ROI
That's
right
my dad.
there. That's a
That's
good
my
ROI.
dad. That's my dad.
I mean, there is nothing like horse racing for return on investment.
Right?
Nothing.
You can't. I mean, to bet sports like that, you need an absolute miracle.
Yeah.
This does have.
It happens all the time.
And we talked about it today. This felt like we showed you the replays of all the favorites winning. This felt like the day where you were going to have long shots, and they came out.
You have very competitive fields, and you had the best horses get terrible post draws.
Yeah.
And that kind of just plays into these prices coming. You saw Cyberknife breaking from the 10, Cityman and Ivar breaking from the 10 and 12. It is tough. Even the favorite in the Philly and Mare Turf breaking for the 9-hole. It's tough to win from the outside. So you have competitive fields with horses that are at a disadvantage. It plays to prices. And that's what we saw all day today, just consistently seeing horses between 5 and 15 to 1 winning races.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It's been an amazing day. So let's see. What do we have for the glasses here? Is this me? We got to toast this thing off. Let's grab that thing. We got to do a little refill. Still a refill. Everyone who tuned in, thank you so much. This has been a ton of fun. And we've had so many different perspectives. Like watching your interview with Brian was spectacular. Gave us a complete there he is. I was just complimenting him. There he is. That interview was amazing. Different perspective there. We saw inside the Carousel Club.
Yes.
We've talked betting.
Cigars.
We smoked cigars. Your breath is going to be smelling like
and I
cigar
had
forever.
garlic for lunch. So
Just wait until tomorrow morning. It's the worst part of a cigar.
Yeah. You spilled that on me, I'll kill you.
I did spill it on you?
No, I'm just kidding.
Are we going to the Carousel Club?
Yeah. Now we're
need a
going to
refill?
see Kygo and OneRepublic. It's going to be a time.
I ain't worried about it right now about the cigars and stuff. Again, my secondhand smoke inhalation is going to hit me like a ton of bricks when I'm boarding the flight with everyone back.
Tonight?
No, tomorrow morning. But again, just secondhand. Yeah. But I ain't worried about it right now.
Bring her up during the show. Let's go.
This is good.
Get me up on stage. I'm ready.
Well, this kind of starts horse racing season.
It does.
Pegasus. So here's to a great 2023 horse racing season.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys. Cheers. And thank you for everyone for tuning in. And make sure to follow America's Best Racing on Twitter at ABR Live and on America's Best Racing at America's Best Racing. Thanks, guys.
Joey Molinaro.
Joy Taylor, television and radio host.
I don't go gambling, I go winning.